Be live on camera again now.
The picture sucks.
I know. There's so much wrong with this.
He gets up and argues the ball like he didn't. That's what blows my mind. Like, don't be like, come on, bro. They're not. I'm real with you. It hurts me to say this. I already both those with the correct cards. Marshall. They said they were both. One thing that's not that more. You gotta set the edge with the defense. This is a huge problem. I agree with you 100% on that. Yeah, can't really argue it. But, you know, Washington's credit, like you said, six on Barkley runs, and they kind of bottled up. They expected that, though. Oh, my God. They got cute. That's why Nick Sirianni's an idiot. They're really cute like that. That's stupid. It's 3rd and 3. They had to stop shooting the ball all damn day. And they try this. They covered it well. You should have threw the football. It's a win. Yeah, Sirianni. I guess you can't blame Sirianni. It's a Kellen Moore decision. But I mean, it's a bad Kellen Moore decision. situation, man, offensively the pressure's now on you. You got to come up and get points in some shape or fashion. I'm at the point now that I'm okay with a field goal. You've shown you can stop them and hold them to field goals. You need points. That's the most important thing. 2-possession game. You need points more than anything. I want to see the adjustment offensively in the second. I agree 100%. I don't know if it's more Jake Daniels being a factor with his legs. I also think, I'm not saying jumping on the football. Quick game stuff's been there for you. You've had some success pushing it down the field. I'm at a crossroads. I always feel like I have the right thing to say during the show. And I know, this is what they should do next. That's no clue. I'm on the edge of my seat. It's all this damn Kelly Green in front of me. I'm sick of it. It's even all of them. Once he's had the score, that's good. Yeah.
penalty of the game on C.J. Gardner-Johnson, which means he is ejected. But that is secondary to the fact that Washington has turned the ball over again.
Is that 4 times?
That is the 4th turnover of the game. You're down 10. You turn the ball over 4 times. How do you beat one of the best teams in the NFL, even with Kenny Pickett instead of Jalen Hurts, when you're turning the ball over at the rate that Washington has? Spoiler alert, you don't.
Yeah, you can't. And, like, I'm almost at a loss of words, man. Like, they've just been uncharacteristically sloppy, man. So
there's Gardner-Johnson walking off the field. He seems like a nice dude.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he just seems like the best salt of the earth. That guy stinks.
I'm stunned here that Washington has shot themselves in the foot at the rate that they have, man. It's been disappointing to see. Turnover margin, something like that they've really harped on and preached. They talked about it as one of the things they were going to pay attention to coming out. And I'm stunned, man.
I mean, this has been a brutal, brutal day. The call stands, so it's another fumble, a 4th turnover for Washington, and Kenny Pickett is back on the field.
Oh!
Clelin Ferrell just strip sacked.
I think we got it.
Kenny Pickett, and Washington might have fell on the football.
And the interesting thing I was going to say right before that happened, because of the 15-yard penalty, Philadelphia was not in as good a field position. Oh, my God. They didn't recover the fumble.
They did not recover the fumble.
We are like the most absent-minded group. How do you not recover this?
I mean, Clelin Ferrell beats 2 tight ends, swats it out of Kenny Pickett's hand. It hits, who is that? Is that Duran? It hits Duran in the leg? That's Armstrong. He can't fall on it.
Get on the ball, young. Come on,
It
bro.
sure feels like Philadelphia practices fumble drills significantly more than Washington does.
I would say so, my friend. Then Clelin Ferrell runs out. You should be on top of the pile trying to fight for the ball. You too worried about running around. You could have been in there ripping at the damn football.
So that brings up a 2nd and 18. They run it with Kenny Gainwell.
Oh, Kenny Pickett hurt?
Kenny Pickett is flexing his arm a little bit. Uh-oh.
Well, if they have to hand the ball off, I hope he stays in the game. Because if they put Saquon at quarterback, it's over with. It is over with. I think Devontae Smith is the emergency QB.
It's this guy on the
That
screen.
okay. They would have a third quarterback to put it.
You would have
He
a
would
third
be cold as hell. He hasn't warmed up. He hasn't done anything.
He hasn't probably touched a football since
warm-up.
Since 12:30 p.m.
Good. They've kept Saquon. Do they call a horse collar?
They can't call a horse. They might call a. We'll see a flag on this if they bail Philadelphia.
Man, we are so unfortunate.
Let's see what this is.
Oh, that's on each guy. That's on both guys.
They're both guys.
It's on both guys.
Ripping face masks.
No, I don't think Saquon had it.
That's terrible, man.
Nah, Saquon had him on his.
I mean, Duran, you got to be better than that. It's a 3rd and 16.
I'm about to lose my composure. My composure in this joint. Like, this is killing me right now. We let Kenny Two Gloves come in. I have no more words, bro. This has been so frustrating to watch.
Like, all you got to do in that spot, if you're Duran, it's a 3rd and 16, and they throw to the line of scrimmage. All you got to do is slow him down, and somebody else is going to get there.
Exactly. The play does not
nothing
care.
else. Just push him.
Exactly.
He's right by the sideline. You give him 15 yards and a free set of downs.
That might be the game. No, that is just the play don't care who makes it. But now, like, look at this. They're selling out to stop the run. But what are you supposed to do? You got Kenny Pickett back there. I wouldn't respect his ass either.
God, that's terrible. I'm just going to look up here. Their 3rd emergency quarterback would be Tanner McKee.
Oh, Tanner. Who?
Exactly. Who?
Is that Wisconsin Tanner McKee?
That is Stanford's Tanner McKee.
Stanford, wrong red and white team.
Wrong red and white, yeah. He was drafted in 2023 in the 6th round.
All right.
So Washington, as you mentioned, they're selling out to stop the run. They just stopped him for a 2-yard loss to bring up a 2nd and 12 at just about midfield. They're sending the house after Kenny Pickett, but they're not getting to him because This offensive line for Philadelphia is insane.
This the offensive line. It's the back. The pass pro on this is tremendous. And he gets Mikey Samer still turned around like he's going deep, and then he throttles it. And he's wide open. Let Kenny Pickett make throws, though. That's what I don't like. This is a first-round quarterback, I guess, huh?
Kind of, but he lost his job to Russell Wilson.
Get his ass. Oh, my
Lord. He has every bit of
A.J.
time
Brown just went down.
in the world. They can't get any pass rush.
No. And they're sending extra guys and still can't get pass rush.
I mean, the one
That's the
sack for
frustrating part to
Clelin
me.
Ferrell was against 2 tight ends, so it wasn't even against anybody on the offensive line.
Boy, oh boy, woof. It's frustrating because you feel like they're close. It's still a 2-possession game. It's been a 2-possession game for a while. It just feels like there are plays that Washington hasn't made where they could have flipped the momentum, but they haven't. Like, that's my frustration.
And the 4 turnovers do not help. That's a great play.
Who was that? I turned my head for a second.
That was your Sheldon Day.
Sheldon Day
winning at the point of attack.
That's Kenton's long-lost cousin, Sheldon Day.
Yeah, I missed him at Christmas yesterday. Yeah, I don't know. He was busy.
Right.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. Please, no face masks.
I mean, no face masks. I need 5 yards or less. I don't even want them to think about going for it. And Jake Elliott's one of the most unreliable cats in America. Look at Saquon and the way he's slowed down here. But you know a big one is on the horizon for him.
I know.
There's
some knockout blow that's bound to happen.
No, Lattimore again? Lattimore's getting cooked.
Lattimore is getting eaten up by A.J. Brown with some of these penalties, man. I'm going to just need him to call these things both ways. Like, if they aren't doing this to Terry,
why is he being so handsy? Trust your damn technique. He's been terrible, bro.
Man, I don't love that call. But you got to be better.
I mean, it's egregious. A.J. Brown's a crybaby, so.
They could have gotten him on a rough in the passer earlier on. He hit Kenny Pickett right in the mouth.
Well, good. I hope he hurts. Well,
he came way early now that I see that.
Yeah.
I thought that was just physicality at the point of attack there, but man,
A.J. Brown is laughing at him. This is hurting me.
This is.
You know what sucks about this? This was the guy that was supposed to fix our damn defense. He's been god awful today.
He's been god awful in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I'm be real about it. Oh my gosh! Every time he cuts back,
it
feels like
please
it's about
no. Like, please, somebody save us. Shout out to Johnny Newton. He saved us there.
I credit the defense, though, man. I feel like the narrative going into next week, if this continues to go this way, is that the offense left the defense out to dry. We turned it over 4 times.
4 times.
This offense has been not good.
That seems like an unreal amount. But you know what's really – I'm looking something up here, Linnell. And I know this is going to frustrate me, but I'm looking it up anyway. Assuming my computer loads. I'm going to filibuster while it loads.
Yeah.
Today for Washington, 6 penalties.
That's a hold! That's a hold on Saquon Barkley, man. He put his arm around his waist. You can't do that to a blitzing linebacker. They're so lucky that it's that spot in the field where you can't see. He literally put his entire hand around Bobby Wagner's waist. That's a hold,
That's
man.
terrible.
I'm sorry.
That's terrible. You're good. It actually allowed my computer to load. so you're good. Last week, 9 penalties, 84 yards. Today, 6 penalties, 93 yards.
That's 100 yards and penalties back-to-back
like
weeks.
Mike McCarthy level bad.
And it's been on us. I don't even think.
Only a 10-point game.
Yeah, and we got 4 turnovers. So I don't even want to act like the penalties are egregious, though, Denton. Like, go get them. Good gracious, man.
They're literally throwing to 2 guys.
Yeah,
it's the guy that wears number 11. It's the guy that wears number 6. They're not throwing to anybody other than those 2, and it's working every single time.
Yeah, when they rush 4, there's nothing there.
There's nothing there because they're scared of getting beat deep. But he just sits down in the zone.
Yeah, whoever the outside DB on that, you got to have more awareness. You passed off the deep route. Come squeeze inside and make a damn hit.
My mom just texted me, Lattimore helping the Birds too much.
Yeah.
And she,
Mama Day, that's the right analysis.
my mom is correct. That is good analysis. It's 24-14. There's 4:30 left to go. Philadelphia is driving. We'll see if the defense can get themselves off the field. It's Bernie Go Game Day Live presented by Rude on 106.7 The Fan and the Team 980. Philadelphia marches down the field. Linnell, they get a field goal to make it 27-14. That drive took 8 minutes and 13 seconds. There's now 3 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Washington is running out of time.
Yeah.
They need to score, and they need to score relatively quickly here if they have any hope of keeping themselves in the ball game. If not, this is going to end up being one of a very few, a double-digit loss for the Commanders.
Yeah, they got to do something here. To me, it's just Dan Quinn talks about winning time moments. This is winning time. This is a winning moment. Dante Fowler, they draw up a blitz to where you get a free rush, and he doesn't even try to knock the football out. Like, where is the situational awareness from guys, man? That's what I get frustrated with. It's Kenny Dan Pickett. His hands already undersized. Knock it out. It's frustrating.
The offense is going to be back on the field. They've literally run 2 plays this quarter, and it's been a 1-yard gain. It's been brutal.
It's been incredible, man.
I mean, it's been like hard to fathom how bad the offense has been against this Philadelphia team, despite the fact that we have seen good plays from Jaden and Terry. End of list. We saw a good play from Diami, and then he fumbled the football.
Yeah, the fumble, man. Have they turned it over 4 times in the game this year?
No. Oh, Lord, no. I don't know. They might have turned the ball over 7 times, 8 times in total entering the game.
That's not what they do, yeah.
This is an epic collapse. It really is a masterclass in shooting yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Because I said this in our final segment, and I'll repeat it for anyone that missed it. Last week against New Orleans, 9 penalties for 84 yards. Today, 6 penalties for 93 yards and 4 turnovers. You've spotted Philadelphia nearly 100 yards and the ball 4 different times. Now, you're only down 13, but no Jalen Hurts for majority of this game. It's Kenny Pickett. This has been abysmal for Washington.
It has been.
They don't look like a playoff team today.
No, they don't. And it's tough because I know they're geeked up for this one. Your nerves are running a little bit more hot and all that. And you want to be perfect. You just got to execute, man.
They're turning to Jaden to make some plays, and he is the best option at this point because nobody else is. He took a knee to the head on a design QB run, but he picks up 5.
The last 2 weeks, Jaden Daniels has been your most effective runner. Your run game was non-existent last week against New Orleans. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know why the run game has not worked, but I think you're at a point now where, drop this kid back.
Like, I don't know what's going on with this. Is this the Cliff? Is this just the fact that you're not as talented as some of these teams that you're facing off against? But now Washington has a 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
If they don't get this one, the game is over. You'd be down 13. Philadelphia just marched, took off 8 minutes of clock. Like, you literally don't have time left.
I mean, that's a hold. Giannis is lucky he didn't get called for a hold. I mean, it's no shame getting beat by Jalen Carter, I guess.
He's insane.
He's the baddest man on the planet at D-line right now.
He is insane. He is a legitimate game wrecker. There's no stopping him.
Whoa! What a run. You see the difference, though? Like, B-Rob ain't hit the hole like that all day. It's a huge difference, man.
On his 3rd and 4, Jeremy McNichols spins his way for 5. He gets Washington to the 50. He gets a new set of downs. That was a huge, huge play from McNichols. They got to get the ball to Terry McLaurin. Terry hasn't touched it this half. They get it to OZ on the ensuing first down for 11 to keep the chains moving. You got to get Terry McLaurin involved here, though, Linnell. He's been the guy that's been making a lot of plays. You've only had 6 plays this quarter, but I need Scary Terry involved.
Hey, look, even if it's just as a decoy, he's influencing the defense right now. I like that decision by Jaden. That's what we call stealing yards. They're playing 6 yards off the ball. Throw the out.
That brings up another 1st and 10 for Washington. They're liking McNichols.
Nakobe Dean just made a crazy play.
I mean,
like that's
they got so many dudes off at that Georgia defense that was one of the best defenses in the history of college football. All of them are good. All of them.
That's a 1-of-1 play that he just made, man. Brandon Coleman is as athletic as they come at the left tackle spot, man. He's been great all year, it feels like. Dean that's a 1-on-1 play, man. Damn.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. Hey, he made a better play than I did on that one. That's a loss of 1, so it's 2nd and 11 as we approach the end of the first quarter. They're using OZ the way that you suggested, but
They got to open it up. We can't RPO them to death. Drop the kid back. Let him make plays. It's the scary. They call him plays scary, man. Cliff is not in his bag right now.
He is.
And
He is not.
And I've been one of the biggest Cliff backers, man. I feel like every time before today when we've been critical of Cliff, there's been a lack of execution. It's just bad play calling. You're not setting your guys up for success, in my opinion.
A swing pass on 2nd and 11 is not great. Philadelphia has been eating these things up all afternoon. He looked for Terry and like triple coverage.
Is that a drop or what?
Let's see the replay of that. That might have bounced off of Blankenship's helmet.
That was a tight window throw. It scares me every time we see these tight window throws from.
He's looking for Terry.
Oh, Terry! And Terry trying to catch the ball with his body. Put your damn hands in front of your face.
That hits Terry right in like the elbow crease, right the shoulder pad.
They're going for it on 4th and 11.
They're going for it on 4th and 11, and the play clock is not synced with the game clock, so they are going for it here. Obviously, you got to take a deep shot, or just run it with Jaden. Jaden! Oh, he's amazing!
That's a big play.
He's sensational.
That's what we was looking for.
Jaden does it with his legs on a 4th and 11.
Superman.
He had to be 30 yards.
We said he had to be Superman. What a way to end the quarter.
Oh, my God. He is unbelievable.
Is he about to pull the cape on?
What a play from Jaden.
Is that his putting my cape on?
Jaden is awake. We saw the Superman trailer this week. I'm watching Superman in Landover with this kid. He is amazing. Unreal.
That is wow. But what did we say, though, man? He had to be Superman in order for them to have a chance to win today. That is a winning moment. I thought he was going to give himself up. He did a feature story with Boardroom this week. Kevin Durant and Travis Scott interviewed him. I forgot what the nickname was for him.
Smooth.
Smooth.
It was smooth.
Do you see the way he runs?
He's smooth.
He looks like he's gliding out there. It doesn't even look like he's trying.
I mean, the way that I thought he was going to get tackled just at the first down mark, and he just slid smoothly to the right, and he just gets another 15 yards.
He's one of one.
That guy is legitimately insane.
Yeah, he's making plays, man.
Thank you, Ron Rivera, for sucking.
Yeah, thank you for
giving
making that
us Jaden Daniels. I appreciate it. He now has 68 rushing yards on the day.
He's 20 away from his career high of 88, I think.
88 that he had week 1 against Tampa Bay. This is, I believe, the second most he's had in his career. He had 66 last week against New Orleans, and his previous he had 74 against Dallas. He had 74 against Dallas.
But you get I get the idea, though.
He's
brother.
unreal.
It's been cool to watch, and it feels like his biggest moments are coming when you need him the most. And that's one thing I can get down with. He is a big-time player making a big-time play in big-time situations.
I mean, that kid, it feels like the word special is sometimes overused. Everyone's special, right?
For sure.
That guy's legitimately one of a kind.
One of one. It's the best that I can do to describe him, man.
I cannot remember a time that I have seen a guy play the quarterback the way that he plays quarterback.
Yeah, it is crazy.
So consistently making plays when the team desperately needs it.
And the Eagles all year have been really good at not allowing quarterbacks to run. I got to go back to when they played the Ravens. It didn't feel like Lamar got off against them that much. And Jaden's made him pay today on a couple of different times.
Jaden's made him pay. We start the fourth quarter. When we get back, it's 27-14. But Washington looking to cut into Philadelphia's lead. Don't go anywhere. It's Burning Gold Game Day with Ted Day, Leno Willingham.
Along here, 4th and 11. Daniels steps up. Daniels needs inside the 30 with his legs. He'll get it. Jaden Daniels, a first down and more to the 11. Gets 30 yards on 4th down and 11.
What does 30 years of answered prayers look like, Linnell? It looks like the guy that wears number 5 for the burgundy and gold. What you just heard was a 30-yard run from Jaden Daniels on a 4th and 11. A few plays later, he found Olamide Zaccheaus for a touchdown, and it's 27-21. Washington down now only 6 with 13:33 left to go in the game. Every ounce of pressure is now on the defense. Can they come away with a stop to get number 5 the football back? If you do that, you're going to be in a position to come away with a win.
Yeah, man, I am really, really, really excited about where this football game is right now. This is the big difference of not, oh my Lord. This is the big difference, though, of not having Jalen Hurts at their disposal. If I'm Kellen Moore calling plays right now offensively, and I know they're blitzing the hell out of my guys, I'm taking a shot here.
Yeah,
like, that's what I would be doing.
I'm taking a shot.
I understand, yeah.
Stunningly, you're going to you're targeting 23.
I know, which is crazy.
It's nuts.
But if Washington's going to continue to send these pressure looks, if I'm Joe Witt, I may back off some of the pressure, man. Stack the box, continue your run looks. But damn, we're at a point right now where you can't give up the big play.
You can't give up the big play. You're going to have to find a way to force some sort of potentially turnover.
Ball's batted. Love it.
A batted ball. Was that Luvu or was
Not
that
sure.
Sheldon Day?
Sheldon Day looks like your average Joe. You could drop Sheldon Day in the middle of PG County. You wouldn't even know he played for the
You
Commanders.
could drop him right here at Tom's Watch Bar.
And he'd blend right in.
And he'd blend right in. You think he's just a fan.
That's crazy.
But he's making plays.
He's been awesome.
He batted that ball down to the line of scrimmage to make it a 2nd and 10. Saquon Barkley has just 11 yards on 9
those
carries
numbers are insane
in the second half.
And think about
crazy.
From his 122 in the first, one of them comes on a 70-yard run, bro. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
No.
Yeah.
All right, he had 11 yards on 1 carry, apparently.
This is what's tough about him, man.
He's such a patient runner of the football. It's really impressive to watch.
Yeah, it's a good job by Calcaterra, too, getting up on Marshawn Lattimore. They just blocked it up really well, man. But this Eagles offensive line, I continue to say, it's the best O-line of football, man.
It's
them
in Detroit.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 best offensive lines. They're so tough, man. They're so tough.
And the secret weapon has been Mekhi Becton, man. Failed top. Thank you. Deron Payne coming up. Hey, your boy.
Deron Payne.
Your player to watch.
Winning a matchup.
For sure.
He's winning a matchup. That's going to make it a 2nd and about 12 after stopping Saquon in the backfield.
And I love this, man, because Payne has been on a milk carton for weeks, dog. And for him to come up big in back-to-back weeks the way that he has.
They just forgot to block him.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
they were running a little, like they were pulling the guard, and he vacated, and he made a play.
That makes, not a loss of 2, a loss of 4, so it's 2nd and 4 for Washington. The score is 27-21. There's no Jalen Hurts for Philadelphia. He left the game early with a concussion. Jaden has played.
They're checking something at the line of scrimmage. They're going at Lattimore here.
Jaden has played sensational. He has 3 touchdowns.
Get him! Fumble! Bubble! Oh, we got it! Oh, we got it!
Yes!
Bucky! Mike Samer still!
What did I say?
What did I say? A huge play!
Oh, my God, the defense!
Coming up big! Are you kidding me?
It is rocking in Tom's Watch Bar. If
Wow.
you ain't here and you ain't at the stadium, you at the wrong place, baby.
Bobby Wagner, of all people. Is that a forward pass?
They're gonna review that one, certainly.
That may be a forward pass. Yeah, that hand's going forward.
I don't know, man.
Well, the ruling on the field is a fumble.
The ruling is a fumble, and it's recovered by Mikey Sanders still.
It's got to be something. It's got to be inconclusive evidence to overturn it. I think that is, as Mekhi Becton's running. And Kenny's hurt. He's hurt.
He is struggling right now.
Yeah, he's hurting bad.
So they called that an incomplete pass.
No, you know what? You know what's coming here on 3rd and 14, right? Saquon Barkley draw. They better stop it, man. I'm telling you. You know it's coming.
They got Tanner McGee looking at the wristwatch.
They're at their third quarterback. We better win this damn game. And then if we do, you know what I'm going to say? There's an asterisk. No, I'm joking. I'm impressed with the defense, though, man, in all honesty.
Hold on. Is Dan Quinn going to challenge this?
DQ, this is not worth challenging. It's a turnover. All turnovers are reviewed. Do not challenge this.
But it's only a turnover if it's ruled. It's only reviewed by upstairs if it's ruled a turnover.
They didn't rule it a turnover on the field?
It doesn't seem like they ruled a turnover.
Well, I wouldn't waste a timeout on that because
and he's not going to. He's not going to. So it's a 3rd and 14. You got to avoid stupid penalties.
Yeah, and come tackle, man.
You
I feel like
got
they're about
to
to take
avoid
a shot.
stupid penalties.
I feel the screen fade combo.
Win the matchups at the line of scrimmage.
Make a tackle.
Just make a tackle.
Make a tackle. There we go.
Just make a tackle.
There we go. Wow.
The defense
Look
does
at this
its job.
defense.
They do its job.
I'm impressed.
Philadelphia is going to punt this thing away, and that means number 5, who just put forth one of the best drives of the year, is getting his ball back with 11:30 and change left to play.
Damn it, I feel like this is the highlight of this show. We've been doing it 3 years.
Oh, my God.
And this is like that peak moment that we've been waiting for. We're out at Tom's Watch Bar. We're in a situation where we've got the quarterback potentially about to lead a game-winning drive. All the feels are here.
Everything is here. They're going to start. They're going to have to go a distance.
That's okay.
They got
Hey, look, you don't need a touchdown here either. I'm so confident in the defense that, hey, look, go get me points. That's the most important thing to me right now. Go get points.
Points of any kind would be great, but hot damn, I need a touchdown.
Yeah.
Give me a touchdown. I need Jaden's first ever 4-touchdown performance with his arm. He's 14 of 24 for 133 and 3 touchdowns. He also has 67 yards rushing on 7 carries. He's the leading rusher for the team. I need a 4-touchdown for Jaden.
I do too. I mean, he's having a day.
Give me a 4-touchdown. Craig Hoffman said it. You and I agreed with it on the pregame show. Jaden has to play the game of his life. Right now, this is one of the better games that he has played. Yardage-wise, not so much, but he's only thrown for 3 touchdowns one other time. That was against Tennessee.
Yeah.
If he goes for 4, that's the most touchdowns that he's thrown in a single game. It would also get him to 21 for the season.
Whew. I'm on the edge of my seat, literally.
I mean, it's hard to breathe.
It is.
I have plans after this, too. I'm going to have to take a major come down here.
This has been incredible, man. I can't lie. I'm on the edge of my seat, and it feels like the best is yet to come from 5, too, man. I know he had a great 30-yard run. I know he threw his career-high 3 touchdown passes, too, by the way, right?
Yeah.
This is his first 3-touchdown performance?
Second. The Tennessee game, he had 3 as well. Yeah. But he ties his career high.
Love it.
And he has an opportunity to break his career high. If the best is yet to come, I can't wait because it's already been pretty good.
I know.
It's been pretty good outside of the 4 turnovers, none of which were his fault.
Yeah. Well, the 1 interception was.
You're right. The 1 interception was his
That's
fault.
how well he's playing. The Jets was willing to omit the interception. I agree with
somebody
you,
else fumbled his head.
Exactly. But no, that just shows you, though. And I love – that's just because we're a pretty smart group. That's why we are the highest-rated sports station in the DMV.
That is true. It is true.
If you listen to the pregame show, like we're giving you the script here. We talked about them not turning the football over, and it would kill them. They've turned it over 4 times, but the difference is, to me, they've generated explosive plays through the pass game.
Yes.
And I figured they wouldn't be able to run the ball with consistency down in, down out. And how do you supplement that? It's throwing the football deep, and they've done it. By the way, had horseradish for the first time today. Worst thing ever. If you eat it, you're a monster. Point blank.
11:10 left to go. The offense back on the field. We'll let you know what they can do when we get back. It's a Bernie Gold Game Day Live presented by Rude on 106.7 The Fan and the Team 980. Jaden is so good. We're at Tom's Watch Bar. You can hear the crowd. He just completed his 4th touchdown of the game, and Washington leads.
Oh my God. I don't know what else to say, but oh my God.
Oh my Lord
That's
in
crazy.
heaven.
And then Alameda is the kids, bro. Breaking tackles. That's what I'm saying. Put it out of here, man.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. He missed the extra. Oh, I thought he.
The kick is good. It's
thought he missed
28 to
I thought he missed it.
27. Tom's Watch Bar is popping.
I'm about to say
right
this
now.
is. Wow. We waited 30 years for this.
30 years of prayer answered in one guy from California.
Yo. Albeit, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Wow. Yeah, I'm
We got Hail to the Redskins being sung
about
in
to
here.
say, let's go. Wow. But no, man, they showed it on the replay. We said he'd had to play his best career game as a pro for them to win. Damn it, he's close.
He is doing it.
That touchdown encapsulates what is so special about him. We've seen him get outside of the pocket and run all day long. For him to extend that play the way that he did, backside defensive end in pursuit, and throws an absolute dime, albeit Zacchaeus is wide open. But damn, you had to find the guy.
You had to find the guy.
And he found him. So that's impressive stuff,
and they're
man.
doing this to a
4
defense.
touchdowns?
4 touchdowns. That's a career high. This drive, he went over a career or a season 3,200 yards.
Holy
That's
cow.
a Commanders rookie single season high, surpassing Robert in 2012. This dude is insane.
Yeah, what can he do?
What can he not do? He nearly has 100 yards rushing the football.
Yeah, it's been incredible to see him do
Oh,
this,
my
man.
God, this is amazing.
Do you believe in miracles?
Yes.
I mean, this is big-time stuff, man. I remember early on in this football game, we both sat here and said, we're down, halftime may stink, but we knew they're a group that's fought all year long, bro. All year long, no matter what the situation is, they fought. And what he's showing you today, and I know Commanders fans out there have been on my ass all week. I called the team average. I don't think we have much of a shot to win a playoff game. But if he's going to play like that, you can beat any team in the National Football League. That's really the way you got to look at it. But also don't forget this. You are going up against a team that's one-dimensional right now. They're on their second quarterback. Their first quarterback already isn't that good.
That is true. But the reason that I'm so impressed with Jaden, he's going up against that first-team defense.
Oh, well, exactly.
And slicing them. I mean, they lost Gardner Johnson because he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Outside of that, this is all the first-team guys, and Jaden's having the best day of his career against one of the best teams that you're going to play.
I'm impressed, man. I have nothing but positive things to say about it. My thing is now this, if you're the defense, ball's back in your court.
Like, there's still 9 minutes to play. There's a lot of football left.
Ball's back in your court. I'll say this, they've scored 27 points. But when you add the context of 4 turnovers, this defense has played their ass off. They just can't allow that back-breaking chunk run from Saquon Barkley. They've bottled them up. I think it's 22 yards in the second half or something like that.
It's 22 yards.
For Saquon Barkley, they've been amazing in that spot. Can they finish it here, man? Can they finish is the question.
They got to – I need a turnover.
Yeah.
They got so close
For
on
sure.
that last drive. It didn't mean too much because they punted and they went and scored. Washington did. I need a turnover here. Who's going to step up to make the play to potentially seal this one and get you your 10th win for the first time since 2012 and put this franchise in a position for the first time in your life and my life where they've won more than 10 games in a season.
It's incredible. And there it goes. Right back to Saquon. Can you stop it? That's going to be the question. Can
You got to
stop
understand that 26 is the guy getting the ball, but also time is on your side a little bit if you're Washington. If they want to run the clock out, not the worst thing in the world. You just got to make sure
no touchdown
that you got to
here.
stop. No
Exactly.
touchdown.
You can even give up a field goal. You'd be fine because you go and kick a field goal and win.
Kick one and win.
But
right.
it is my thing. The one thing that they've conceded here by stacking the box is leaving the guys one-on-one and man-to-man coverage. If your pass rush doesn't get home in this situation, that's where you expose yourself to the big plays being given up. And we've seen it a couple times here already.
They're playing the run significantly
He is so
better,
damn
but
strong.
Saquon, I mean, Man, they
He's
call
carrying
it
people on his
Quadzilla.
back.
They call him Quadzilla for a reason.
And I have to think this is 4-down territory if you're Philly or what?
Definitely.
If you're 4th and 1.
I mean, 4th and 1,
you're
unless
tush pushing
Washington gets them on like a 2-yard loss
Yeah.
here.
What
But
do
it'd be crazy if that happens and they punt the football.
What are you
away.
dialing up here? So your defensive tackle's interesting, right, on your biggest 3rd down. Shelton Day and Deron Payne.
I'm giving this thing to Saquon for sure.
I got to think Washington's.
So you got to be aware of that. You got to be prepared.
They run the RPO, and they get it. Oh, he
dropped it!
Oh, he dropped
it!
Wow.
Marshawn!
Wow. You want to talk about coming out big when you need it to the most. What a play.
What a play. And Philadelphia has a hell of a choice here.
So it's the right read from Kenny Pickett. It's just Marshawn Lattimore. That's what you call playing through the football,
fighting
man.
till the end.
That's how you play through the football, man.
That is a sensational play by Marshawn Lattimore.
And here it goes.
Philadelphia is setting up to go.
Lattimore's off the field for this down. I don't know why. Lattimore's off the field, and Benjamin St. Juste is in.
Who's making a play? Kenny Pickett is throwing the football, and he's going to get it.
Yeah.
That's the first throw to somebody not named A.J. Brown.
Who was that?
No,
that
it
was
Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
They're throwing to 2 guys and 2 guys only.
Yeah, they got man-to-man coverage over here. It's Quan Martin. Oh, that's tough, man.
That's tough.
Damn. Ironically enough, Marshawn Lattimore wasn't on the field for that snap. Benjamin St. Juste, you better count your players, boy. That was crazy.
So that gives Philadelphia a new
hurt.
set of downs, and now Devontae Smith is injured.
Slim Reaper's hurt. They just he might have dislocated something, and they just popped it back in real quick.
There have been 2 Philadelphia wide receivers that have caught a pass.
Can I be honest? Devontae Smith is the reason I thought Emmanuel Forbes would work. Who's smaller than his ass?
Well, Emmanuel Forbes.
Well, Emmanuel Forbes. But damn.
So that gets Philadelphia first down there across midfield as well now.
And here's the other thing you got to be wary of. Philly can bleed the clock because of how well they can run the football.
Yeah.
You know what would break my heart?
So they're not at midfield. They're close to it though. They're at their own 47. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, if you're Washington here, you gotta still continue to sell out to stop the run. Oh my God. Oh, he dropped it. Incomplete.
All right.
Wow.
Incomplete. So it's 28-27.
Oh my God, young.
It's a second down.
Wow.
And unfortunately, Linnell, we got to take a break. So we'll let you know what the defense does when we get back. We're at Tom's Watch Bar. We're filled with Commanders fans in here. And Washington is on the verge of one of the crazier comebacks that you're going to see. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Burgundy Gold Game Day Live with Denton and Linnell Willingham on 106.7 The Fan and the Team 980.
Quick snap. Flags in the secondary. Daniels has an open man. Blown coverage. Zacchaeus. Touchdown. Tie game. What are the flags for? They're scattered all over the field. Whatever the call is.
There
It's
is a
Burgundy
call.
Gold Game Day Live. We are live from Tom's Watch Bars. Jake Elliott is set to kick a go-ahead field goal from 50 for Philadelphia. This place went nuts, Linnell, because they thought that Percy Butler was going to get called for a penalty on a 3rd and 15 where Kenny Pickett scrambled for 8. It looked like he came over his head, and Pickett sold it a little bit, but thankfully the refs decided there was not going to be a penalty, so it brings up a 4th and 7. And the kicker comes out. I was about to lose my mind.
I was too.
I was about
That
to lose
felt
my
very
mind.
scary because we're in that dangerous spot, and I mentioned it a couple of times before we took our last time out. Philadelphia, because of how successful they've been running the football, and that's what they do, the clock is on your side and not on your side because they can bleed this thing. It's now 3:53. If they get another first down, Denton, you were being forced to call timeout at that point because you didn't want to let them bleed the rest of this clock out. Jake Elliott's 0 for 6, kicking 50-plus yard field goals this year.
He's already missed one today.
He's already
from
missed
further
one.
than that distance.
So we will see what happens here.
This is a massive kick. If he misses this, Washington gets the ball at around midfield, and this offense is on fire right now. This is massive.
He hit it.
He
hit it.
He hit it.
Wow.
All right.
That's a lot of football game left. I'll say that.
So you got just a hair under 4 minutes and 2 timeouts to go get yourself in position for a Zane Gonzalez field goal attempt.
Yeah, your offense has been tacky hot here in the second half. Hey, look, or in the fourth quarter, rather. Not just the second half. The fourth quarter,
You're
you got
in
2
the
touchdowns.
fourth quarter. They're playing insane football right now. What it comes down to is you trust number 5. You trust number 5. Now, Washington shouldn't have been in that position. Philadelphia shouldn't. They went for it on a 4th and 7, and Benjamin St. Juste missed a tackle. Marshawn Lattimore went into the blue tent. He's being checked out upstairs with a potential, it looks like, concussion, maybe. I don't know why. I think that's the main reason you go into a blue tent. But you put Benjamin St. Juste in, and naturally they target him, and it doesn't go well. That's kind of how things tend to go with him, unfortunately.
Yeah, and look, I understand it. I'm trying to just be full of positive vibes and good juju, so I don't want to speak bad on the young man that has the ball skills of Ray Charles. But look, you got to come up with a play here, man. But this is my thing. Is there anybody else you would rather have in this situation than 5? I mean, we've seen him time and time again this year. I mean, he lives for this moment.
There's one guy I would rather have.
Uh-oh.
The only guy that I would rather have wears 15 and plays in Kansas City. That's a pretty good list to be a part of.
For sure.
It's Jaden, it's Mahomes. Daniels is going to get the ball back. Luke McCaffrey took that kickoff return to the 35. So you need a field goal, but a touchdown obviously is optimal.
Yes.
With 3 minutes and 48 seconds, you got 2 timeouts. They have really taken advantage of the big plays today.
They have.
Jaden has already thrown 4 touchdowns. If he goes for 5, this is one of the best performances of any quarterback in Washington history as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, my God. John Bates is so unathletic. I mean, holy cow.
Blocker tight end.
Not even sneakily.
He's not even
sneaky.
There's no sneaky athlete there.
But he is, wow. But here's the thing, if you're Washington, you're in a really interesting spot. This should be the final possession of the game if you're able to walk the football down the field.
If you do this correctly, Philadelphia either doesn't touch the ball again or they touch it with about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
If that. And the game's out of reach.
One thing I've noticed here, Washington's gone away from the rushing attack for the most part. They're spreading Philly out, trying to move the football that way. They don't have a long ways to go based off of Luke McCaffrey's kick return.
Yeah.
I think this drive starts from like your own 36 or their 36. Yeah.
So they're now, thanks to a 5-yard pass to McNichols, they're at the 40.
So there we go.
If you get this first down, you're then flirting with field goal range.
Yeah.
Ideally for Zane Gonzalez.
Do you want to? Isn't it ironic that we're going to have to trust Zane here?
No, I'm trusting 5. I'm trusting Jaden.
Delayed blitz coming.
No, no, no.
Make the tackle. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. Make the tackle. That was a bad decision, though.
That's a bad decision by Jaden.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, throw the ball away.
you gotta throw that
Eat
ball away.
Eat that one, kid.
Oh, that's bad.
Just throw the football away.
He basically throws across his body over the middle of the field.
So they send it's a delay. It's got one-on-one over the top. That's what the crazy part is.
And he throws across the field. It doesn't get there. You might argue that the defense got there early with Darius Slay. Like, look at if Darius Slay gets here early.
Oh, he 100% got there early.
But he's making a play on the ball because the ball's behind him.
Yeah, and it was a hold on Brandon Coleman.
Oh, man. Oh, can I get a roughing? I mean, that's a bad throw by Jaden.
He has one-on-one with, I think it's Terry McLaurin to the left of the formation. I'm taking the shot right there.
Oh, that's rough, man.
Wow. Well, here's the interesting thing. You've got 2 timeouts and the benefit of the 2-minute warning. So it's not over.
It's not over, but you really got to fight your ass off on defense.
Yeah, for sure.
And that timeout. Don't let the 40 seconds run off. Dan Quinn's not going to do this the right way. He's not doing this the right way.
Oh, my God. Call timeout.
He's not doing this the right way. What is he doing?
Do we have the most idiotic?
Why does he not know how to use a timeout? Why does he not know a timeout?
Why is he not calling timeout?
I don't know what he's doing. How does he not understand how this works?
He's trying to save them for the offense, but I don't know about that one, bro.
That's terrible.
There is going to be a passing play coming here. I don't think Philly's going to run it all 3 downs.
I mean, that's terrible clock.
And here comes your pass play
by Dan Quinn.
Good tackle, St. Just.
Like, you understand that Benjamin St. Just is in. Why are you not calling a tight end? Why are you not calling a timeout? Your objective should be here to force as many plays in as short of a window as possible. And what he just did was allowed 40 seconds to come off the clock when there's only under 3 minutes to play. You have to call the timeout there to force Philadelphia's hand and force them to keep running the football so they don't get a 5-yard play like they just did. And now they're within a much more manageable 3rd and 5.
This is 4-down territory for Philadelphia as well.
That's just abysmal clock management by Dan Quinn.
I get the idea of wanting to keep the timeouts for your offense, but I'm sort of leaning with you, bro. I don't know.
Like that's just not how you utilize the timeouts.
Yeah.
You completely butchered that situation after at the end of the first half butchering a timeout situation that allowed 40 seconds to go off the clock again. It's the second time that he's done this.
Damn,
if he's not calling offensive plays,
they're throwing it again,
or defensive plays.
And it happened before the 2-minute warning.
Oh, we have a little bit of life, Linnell.
We have plenty of life.
We got a little bit of life.
Boy, if you got a pacemaker, this ain't the sport for you.
On a 3rd down and 5,
Man.
Devontae Smith just drops it.
That's incredible, dog.
And now they're going to bring out Jake Elliott. If they're smart, they're going to bring out Jake Elliott for a field goal attempt. That would make this a 5-point game, which means redemption is possible for Jaden. I do just want to point out, De'Ami Brown is questionable to return with a hamstring injury. He missed!
No, he made it.
Oh,
He
God
made
almighty.
It. He barely made it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man, that was crazy. Denton is ducking
Oh,
behind
my God.
the table.
I thought he missed that.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I thought he missed that. Oh, my God.
If it was any longer.
Oh, my God, I thought he missed that.
If it was any longer, he misses it.
So now you get a shot at redemption if you are Jaden Daniels.
So I'll ask you again. You gave me 15 in red and white. Is there anybody else you would rather have in this scenario? Can I take you back to Dallas? Can I take you back to Chicago? This is what this young man lives for. So I'm feeling as confident as ever right now because I know what 5 does in these situations.
I'm feeling good. But now you got to go get a touchdown.
Yeah.
He's not going to throw another pick. I'm feeling all right.
Here's the tough part about all of this, right? When you are a team like Washington that is not built to live in the drop back pass scenarios, these situations become increasingly difficult. You're not meant to 5-step drop it all the time and 7-step drop it all the time. So I am a little bit concerned for Washington. Can they protect him in this situation?
It's going to be interesting to see what Philly does here, Linnell, because if you remember, you mentioned Dallas. In that game, they started playing soft. He finds Terry on the side because they're playing soft, and he goes 86 yards. What is Philadelphia going to do here? If they play soft and Terry's open, I'm making sure 17 at least gets a throw in the direction.
Well, it feels like he hasn't had a target in a really long time. Am I making that up? Feels like it's been a while.
You got to get Terry the ball on this drive.
Man, this has been – woo! This has been – I'm emotionally invested, of course.
I'm standing up because I can't feel my legs when I sit down, so I'm just making sure that my body's still working right now.
Man.
We're live at Tom's Watch Bar. The environment's crazy. We got some Philly fans here. We got some Commanders fans. I don't normally watch games at bars, Linnell, but this environment is pretty intense. When we get back, it's going to be the offense on the field. It's going to be
I think we're on the postgame clock.
Oh, we're on the postgame clock.
I think we may be on the
postgame.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to stay here then for this offense. We're going to stay here then for the offense because I got a feeling that something special is happening.
As do I. And to be on air for it is beautiful. We've been here a couple of different times, Denton.
We have been here a couple of different times. It's almost become my second home.
I was about to say, man, I don't know how to act, man. That's the other thing, though. Fans are starting to say it in the chat. I agree with it. To be in this game after turning the football over 5 times shows you how terrible Kenny Pickett is.
Yes.
I'm being honest.
Yeah. But really, it shows you how good this offense can be when they're not making idiotic mistakes.
Yeah, and credit the defense, though, man. They have made some big plays in this game.
Can Luke McCaffrey go crazy?
There's a penalty on the field.
That I would assume that's on Philadelphia for the potential of a false start.
Yeah, maybe they ran too soon. I hope, because that'd be really good field position.
That'd be great field position, given the scenario.
So, $1:52, timeout left.
This is what you live. That's 5 yards, an extra 5 yards.
Holy hell.
Yeah. This guy leaves. He leaves way early. What is he doing?
So excited to get down and not make the tackle, huh? That's what's so crazy about it.
So Washington's going to start this final drive at the 43-yard line, their own. They got to go 57 yards for a touchdown to win this thing. They got 1:52 to do so. They got one timeout, and they got a guy that's thrown 4 touchdown passes and is going to be Rookie of the Year in Jaden Daniels.
So there goes OZ again.
They start nice and quick, just get in rhythm with OZ for about 6 yards, 7 yards to bring up a 2nd and 3.
They thrive in those situations. What I like is Jaden Daniels, like you said, quick decision, getting the ball out of his hands. I mentioned my concern with this Philly pass rush being able to muddy things up here. And you eliminate that when you throw the ball quickly.
When you throw the ball quick. On 2nd down, Brian Robinson picks up 5 yards. So they're handing the football off to Brian Robinson. They're now across midfield at the Philadelphia 45. There's 1:15 and counting left to go. It's 33-28 for Washington. There's Scary Terry, and he rolls out of bounds. Thank you, sir.
Love it.
That's another 10, 11 yards, and they're getting closer.
B-Rob's fumbled twice. Hell of a pass pro pickup here.
Hell of a block.
I don't know if they're going to show it on the replay, but that doesn't happen unless B-Rob
Great play by Terry, by the way, to get out of bounds.
Yes. Headsy veteran move.
All right, so there's 1:06 left, Linnell, and you're at the 35. Eventually, there's a shot to the end zone coming.
Yeah, you can still throw the football over the middle of the field. Oh, they called a design quarterback run.
Uh-oh. And Jaden picks up 10.
Let the clock go. Yeah, right. Hurry up.
Just let it. Come on now.
He breaks Jalen Carter. Yo, do you know how hard that is to break Jalen Carter's tackle here?
All right, so Washington has the 1st and 10 at the Philly 24-yard line. They give it to Terry for about a gain of 7.
Are you using your timeout here or no?
I'm going to go one more play. I'm going to go one more play before I utilize that timeout.
And they're right in striking distance. Is this an end zone shot or
this
what?
Is tempo. They're utilizing that tempo here. This might go crazy. Jaden, now I'm using the timeout.
Yeah.
That's a broken play on third down. Jaden takes it for 3 on second down, rather. Jaden takes it for 3 to make it a 3rd and 1. You got 23 seconds left. It would have been perfect, Linnell, if he got that first down.
I know.
So then you get an open slate of downs to decide when we get to take the end zone shot.
Man, oh, man.
But you got to get the first down here.
We're about to have another viral moment. I'm about to say, this is incredible, dog. Oh, my Lord.
There's 23 seconds left. Philadelphia leads Washington 33-28.
Oh, no, they're showing the Hail Maryland or the Hail Jaden, whatever the hell we agree to call it.
Yeah.
Then
They're showing the Dallas. I remember that one pretty well.
You know, Terry run like somebody about to whoop his ass. I love it, though, man.
All right, 3rd and 1 here for Washington. This is crucial.
Not going to lie. I don't need Tyler Biotish being selfish here. He went down, clearly is hurt. If your ass is hurt, get out. Get out. I don't need that.
All right, big play. Big play here for Washington.
So they've continued to spread them out here.
And I love that they're spreading them out. It allows Jaden to make plays with his legs. They run the football with Brian Robinson. You got to get up to the line of scrimmage. You got to get up to the line of scrimmage immediately. They're going to spike the football. They're going to spike it with 10 seconds left.
I think, man, Philly was in real close territory to get a delay game.
Get a delay game or an encroachment there.
Yeah, remember Deron Payne did the whole smack ball thing?
All right.
You
got it. You got a couple of plays here. You got 2 or 3 plays. There's 10 seconds. It's 2nd and goal. A touchdown wins this thing. A touchdown wins this thing for Washington.
Holy cow.
Oh, my God. I can't feel my body
on the edge of my
right
seat.
now.
I wonder where you're going with the football here. Philly's only rushing 4. Oh! This dude
my God.
is a badass. Red zone Jaden Daniels.
2,
once
3,
again.
4, 5 touchdowns. He got 5 on him. 5 for number 5.
I told you there's nobody.
Insane.
I told you there's nobody I'd rather put the money on.
Insane.
There's nobody I'd rather put the money on than 5.
Oh, my God.
Every time this kid comes up, huge.
There is nobody better than 5.
Wow.
He is insane.
Wow. Every single time.
Oh,
this kid does it.
God.
Are you kidding me? Every single time. This is what he does, man.
He is insane.
Wow. Wow. All I got to say is wow.
The amount of moments this guy has given us this year.
This is his 3rd, 4th quarter comeback in his rookie season.
So Washington goes for 2. They get the 2-point conversion. It's 36-33 with 6 seconds.
We got the best quarterback in the game, baby.
This guy is insane.
Look at this throw. They're showing the replay right now. You want to talk about splitting a window. Look at this throw.
Crowder.
Look at this throw.
What a throw. What a catch.
Good God. Man, that's how you do it, man. Hey.
This is insanity.
This is how you do it. What a throw. What a throw.
You cannot script anything better than that. You cannot script anything better than that.
I don't even believe what we're watching right now, man. This is incredible. This is incredible.
This is nuts. So they're going
to do it?
They're going to kick this ball off with 6 seconds left. You just got to make sure. That you're good and you're taken care of.
No way.
But Jaden Daniels
did it again?
Is insane.
Are they trying to say it was a false start?
He definitely false started. You know what they didn't call? A false start.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
That's crazy, though, man. Yo,
this
he's
guy,
thrown 5 TD. Yeah, he's thrown 5
touchdowns for number 5 in a game that was insane for Washington.
I don't even believe what I'm watching, man.
And Philadelphia, idiotically, is returning the kick. What are they doing?
Oh, my God.
As long as they make the tackle, this game is over.
Oh, my God.
Fumble. The game is over.
Love it.
Washington
Love it.
has won.
Love it.
Washington has won.
Wow.
Get on the phone lines. 301-230-0980.
You know what I said last time? Meet me in Largo, baby.
Postgame with Doc Walker is next.
Oh, Sookie. Hey, Mac, there's a whole bunch we're going to talk about on Tuesday when we break it down. But today, like this moment, right now, we're going to bask in the fruit and the grapes of victory. When you have 5 turnovers and you win a game, 24 hours, you celebrate. And especially on your home turf, in front of your home fans, when you're playing. Let's make sure we got to be unmuted. Why would we be muted? Okay. Are we there? Okay. We just got to make sure that we enjoy this. We're going to break it down. But my goodness, 5 turnovers. And you win a ball game against a team that's on paper and up front, they have more talent. Could you imagine living with yourself if you don't beat them and their quarterback's out? So there's a whole bunch. I can't wait to hear the statisticians as they break this thing down from a math standpoint next week. But I'm going to tell you what, we got some dogs, man. We got some guys that fight. Mac, I know your club was terrible again today, and I'm not even going to pour it on because I did not think we would beat these people one-on-one, man-to-man. But I knew it was possible if we had the game of our life. It wasn't even the game of our life. But that number 5, man, this is what other teams feel like when they have a dude that's just off the charts. It's Mac, I'm telling you what, man. And I know I've been hard on you, but I got to get it from you because you're completely non-partial on it. Did that even freak you out a bit?
You got me, Doc?
Yeah.
I mean, just not even as a fan, just watching it was definitely stressful for me. So I can only imagine how it is for actual Commanders fans. But I wondered, can you take anything positive away from that game? Do you think with the backup quarterback that you guys, or do you think it's still a lot to work on?
Oh, it's always a lot to work on. But you take every victory is a double pledge, especially you know that they have a better roster than you do. And that still doesn't mean you can't win. We played them, all the post-game shows we've done, when we play better people, we applaud ourselves for playing well, but we don't win. Now you didn't play your best game, but you won. And so that's the key. Win the game by any means possible. Win the game. And then your quarterback showed you today why. Have you seen any rookie better than him? I haven't. I mean, it's just, as far as I'm concerned, the good news on this victory is that they can coach him up even harder. And they can say, look, guys, we can even be better. We can play better. And we have to. I just love the zero blitzes. We came after him today. Lattimore went up against a beast. That's why you got him here. People say, people came in. And that's Brown. Have you seen this dude? He's a freak. But in the end, Lattimore's plays, he may have re-injured. He may, had a setback. But you see why he's such a dog. Why it was such a good acquisition to get a guy like him. What he allows you to do. Man, I love Witt Jr. I love the zero blitzes. I've been praying that we would just sick the dogs on somebody. We get a Pittsburgh kid some credit, man. Came in there not knowing he was going to play. Came after him. Did they have a guy? They going to have a GOAT? Yeah, they got a pretty damn good receiver. Drop the pass. It's that was a gimme. They're always gimmies. And there's always drops. There's always uncertainties. That's what makes this so good. That's why this is the number one spectator sport on the planet. You can't make this up. Man, our guys fight. Do they play the clean? All right, is this smart? No, there's some things you want back. But you cannot question their heart. You're going to win a lot more games with heart than you do with smarts. If you get heart and smarts, you'll be unbeatable. If you have a unicorn, and that 5, man, that kid, woo! That's what it's like. Because he finishes with W's. And when it's important, he doesn't mess it up, man. He's a bad boy. Shout out to D-Walk. My brother, he's out there. I know he's singing Hail to the you-know-who's, baby. Burgundy and gold till his blood runs cold. Hey, a lot of you out there, you feel that way. Mac, has Vic called in from Akaki yet? Has the coach called us yet?
Yes, I have.
Hey, Coach, I want to get you on first, man. Lead off guy. What say you?
I'm excited, and like I told you all year, Doc, and I know you know.
Oh, we lose Vic? All right, Lou in the District of Columbia.
Hey, DOC, what it do?
Hey, man, victory, man. You know me. I'll try to correct him next week. Right now, hey, man, I'm sipping out the goblet. It's all about victory.
Man, I tell you, all the doubters, man. I tell you, man, I ain't had no problem saying we're gonna beat Philly on Sunday, and that's exactly what happened. We played 60 minutes, like I called on Friday and told the Rooster play 60 minutes. I know we didn't play up to the way we're supposed to, but we gave them a chance. But they let us hang around, and we gave them exactly what they gave us in that the first game. We let them hang around and took it off their plate this time. So it feels good, man. It feels good.
Yeah.
It's only one game away, and trust me, I had a heart attack, but I'm back. I'm back alive right now, DOC.
My heart was with him. My wallet wasn't, but my heart was. And so, I mean, no, because I'm a professional. I couldn't lie to you. Why would I look at you and tell you I think they're going to beat Philadelphia? Why would I do that? They haven't indicated anything that they can play up until today, right now. And they played up with the injuries. But that's not an excuse. It's a reality.
Exactly.
And it took JD going in his bag of tricks to pull that off. Right now, I'm happy. But I'm not having no damn celebration because I'm a professional. I know that they will be knocked out round 1 unless they understand the reality. They have got to, and they will get better. You're going to need a better effort to be better teams. But I'm not trying to discount y'all wearing pom-poms. Go on and do your cheerleading thing. Do you?
No, it ain't even about
I'm just
that,
telling you, the fact is that
me.
It's a football thing,
it's one
man.
game at a time.
Football. Going to toothpick. Welcome to Burgundy and Gold Postgame Live.
Hey, what's good, Doc?
Hey, man,
you know how this
we
goes.
on YouTube,
It's
man. We
survive in
blasting.
advance. Yep. Hey, it's survive in advance, Doc. You take the W's, you fix it on Monday, you fix all the turnovers and all that stuff on Monday, you celebrate for 24 hours, you get back in the lab, because this only thing this means is next week is another must win. If we handle all of our business, we make the playoffs. But you got to get better every week. But the one thing I'm proud of these dudes for doing is not quitting. There was no quit, no heads hanging, none of that, Doc. So it's a
They
W.
fight. They B-Rob. He coughed it up, but he didn't pout. They just keep swinging, man. They keep chopping wood, and they got to play better. Only a cheerleader or a non-athlete would look at this thing and think they did something special. But that's your right. Go ahead and do you. But if you want to be a champion, you have to be realistic. And if the other team's starting quarterbacks out, they playing with a backup, and you in a nail biter, you're confused because you should have towed their behind up. Now, you won the game, and that's what you're supposed to do when you got Jaden Daniels on your team. But if you want to be a champion, y'all got to understand you leaving stuff on the table. You're too damn good to not take advantage of your talent and kick people's behinds. Appreciate your toothpick. Give my best to the First Lady, the Chiefs, the champions, 2-time world champions. AY, we gonna go to break, come back and get the coach, Akaki? All right, good deal. A-Mac calling the plays. Our guy Heavy Metal, he was on location with the toddlers. Metal's there too?
No, we got
All
Vic
right, good
in the,
deal.
we got Vic in the house today.
Oh, Boss is in. Oh, my goodness. Woo! Oh, my goodness. Victor's now. Let me get to attention. Let me sit up straight and have good posture. We'll be right back here, Burgundy Go Post Game Live.
The bottom of the screen, 2nd and goal, 10 seconds. Daniels fires, end zone, touchdown! Jamison Crowder, preposterous, 5 turnovers, and the lead with seconds remaining.
How lucky is Crowder? He could be with the Jets. How lucky is he? We got a couple of awards we do every week, and we want you to be a part of it. As always, the hardest working player of the game, presented by Miss Utility. Remember to contact Miss Utility before you dig. Every dig, it's the law. Visit missutility.net or call 811. So, Mac, it's going to be interesting today. Hardest working player may not necessarily be on offense because we had some dogs on defense. And they were going after it, and they had quite a challenge because before Hurst goes down with injury, and I mean the Eagles, make no mistake about it. I mean, we can talk trash on game day, but they are loaded, and they've been on this monstrous streak for a reason. Highly talented, and that offensive line, and our guys gave great effort, and they had to overcome large obstacles like human beings. And they never quit. They were relentless. And that's what it took. If not, you don't win. And we stayed in the game. You don't win if you're not close and staying in the game. And B-Rob, I mean, he's going to be lower once you catch the junkies and he joins them every week. And he'll post. And this guy came out and spoke with his heart about he thought that they were the better team. And he went out there and he had a couple mishaps. Nobody's going to feel worse about it. But he didn't quit. He kept grinding. And he made plays. And I love that about this dude, man. And then Rodriguez comes in. I mean, they got him on a pitch count. But when he comes in there, he's swinging like Godzilla. Love that dude, man. So we got guys that go after it. And to find a way to win, the Hail Mary is one we'll be talking about for years. They just don't happen that often. You can call it luck. I call it we positioned properly. We outplay. Okay, it was the Bears, all right? The Bears. But our people work on those drills. And once again, we get in a tight situation. We come down, and because the staff had our people ready for unusual situations. And they come up, not like amateurs, not like the pass, but they come up large. And that's beautiful. So we got the coach back. Vic, for McAkee. Coach, we had a line problem, so you're back. Welcome to Burgundy Gold Postgame Live.
Doc was good.
Victory. You know, I'm like a vampire, man. Blood or it don't work for me.
Doc, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Doc. Okay, my bad. So yeah, I'm excited, Doc. I'm excited because we won the game. 24-hour rule is already started. But a part of me, and as I said all season, I know you wanted to temper me last week, and I understand you've been on earth a little longer than me. I'm not surprised. What I believed in is what Dan Quinn was saying. I believed, even though I didn't agree with Joe Witt all year long, I agreed with the conviction of his reflection, and I agree with what I saw on the field concerning our ability to compete and to compete intentionally to win football games, even when we lost. So to get to 10 wins, I'm not surprised. What I'm confident in now is that because of the reflection that we've made, the coaching staff has made over the past few weeks, that we can win 12 games. And I mean that. I believe we can beat the Falcons, and I believe we can beat the Cowboys. So we got to focus on the Falcons now. That's all we're worried about is the Falcons right now. But I believe we should beat them. Because if we were able to win a game, I'm going to leave with this. We were able to win a game turning the ball over 5 times. In years past, we would have not had not just the talent, but the attention to detail, the commitment to winning, the focus, and the grit to win a game when we turn the ball over 5 times. And we did that today. So that lets me know if we don't turn the ball over 5 times in a game, which the law averages so we won't do that for at least the next game by and large, then we should win the next game. And we should get to 11 wins. And that's why I'm sticking. I'm not backing down off of that. And it would be a disappointment if we do not win at least 11 games. But I say we can win 12. Doc, I'll talk to you soon.
I appreciate that. Unless you're right as a fan, you can say 15. You guys can go all the way to the Super Bowl. Matter of fact, the way some of y'all talk, I thought you'd already bought tickets for New Orleans, and I'm not mad at you. That's your prerogative. I want you to kick me in my rear end if you hear me mention any game other than the next game, because I know it's fool's gold. It's fool's gold. Or it's like Coach Saban says, rat poison. Coach Thompson used to say he was feeding frogs, fattening frogs for snakes. All the people that have lived the game understand it is bull malarkey. But don't let me discourage you. Keep living out of fantasy, because for y'all, it really is just a fantasy. But for those that have cut their teeth on this thing, that have lived it, they understand. Mess around and start thinking about anything other than the Atlanta Falcons, and you can spend the rest of your year like civilians, because you will be out of it. That I can guarantee you. Alex, how are you? Is Alex still with us?
In Springfield?
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Doc?
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir? Hey, we love you, Doc. Enjoy. And these are the best shows, right? Anyway, my MVP is Frankie Louvu's shoulder, because we saw what he did to Jalen Hurts, right? So we saw that. And then I'm already like going back and forth with my Eagles friends. And I'm just curious, Doc, is there an asterisk on your ring because you guys knocked Danny White out? I don't know. I mean,
well, I don't try to
not.
promote violence, but I have been present when some things have happened, and we've been knocked out too. It's, you know, it goes both ways.
That's right.
My neighbors, I have 3 of my neighbors that are they fly in the Eagle flags. Scott Lynn, a dear friend of mine, they got a lot of Eagle fans, and I love going against them. I don't like their fans in Philadelphia, how they treat others. But
No, we know about that. Yeah.
yeah, that is
Hey,
just,
all
but
I
that's
wa-
not, that's a law enforcement issue. That's they're gutless. They don't enforce the law in South Philadelphia, and so that's another topic. But I do know this.
Hey, Doc, one thing. Where can I get a Jalen Hurts body bag so I can send it to my Eagle buddies? That's all
Brother,
I want to do. You know?
I don't know. You know what? That the Rooster is a guy I would probably contact then, because he's a New Yorker, and I think he has a similar disdain for Philadelphia as well, because that's their arch rival is Philadelphia. He might be able to help you. I don't. The body bag is a sore subject, because that came about against my boys, against Washington. So
That's true.
I'm gonna let that go.
That's true.
Hey, brother, I'm rolling
Hey.
out to
Hey, I
Raleigh
love
right
you,
now.
Doc.
Thank you, brother. Joe, thanks for being patient.
No problem, Doc. Hell to the W. I
Hell to the
know how
W.
much you like nicknames, so I got a new one for the quarterback. He's the smiling assassin, because that boy is always smiling, and you never question his competitiveness. You know, he is
Well,
always down for a fight.
Ali smiled a lot too.
That's right. Well,
That's
he
all I'm gonna say.
reminds me of Magic. He reminds me
Magic
of
smiled
Magic.
a lot too. Yeah, there are a lot of
That's right.
iconic individuals that have an unbelievable amount of talent that smile, and I believe it's a calming effect for him.
Yeah.
I think
And
that
he just
smile.
loves the game, man.
Yeah, he loves
you
it.
can tell he loves the game.
And it's a game,
So
but I think he
that's what I
calms
call him.
himself down, and he also, it works on the opponent. I
That's
think
right.
it's ingenious, and he does it, and
I
then he
do
comes
too.
back and slits their throat. So as soon
That's-
as they drop their guard, then he murders them. So he's a smiling
And they say,
assassin.
I thought you was my friend, man. I thought you was my.
Yeah.
I thought we was
Yeah.
boys.
As they bleed out.
All
As they
right.
bleed out. No, what he is, he's like Theismann to me in that Joe is highly competitive. I mean, I love being around people that are driven by competition, not by wealth, but by competition. I ain't mad at you being rich, but the guy that would do it just for the thrill of beating you, that's my dude. That's my dude. And we got one here. Joe, I appreciate you, man. We're up against the clock. But don't forget to let me know hardest working player of the game, presented by Miss Utility. And then we're going to get to the Commandos' window of opportunity. I cannot wait to see what you people think about this one. This is that pivotal moment that either propel them to victory in this case, because that's what they do. They want it. It's presented by the Window Man. Since 1989, the Window Man has been the educational window company. Get your free, no pressure in-home estimate or at the Window Man's Fairfax showroom. Hey, Mac, I love it when we give away toys, and we got Vic in tonight, Big Boss. So we're rolling, but I don't want it to be just us, but everybody that's involved with us here on Burgundy and Gold Postgame to take a part in this. And I just think that that's something that's enjoyable. And the players will enjoy knowing that they were voted on by the fan base and all of us involved that care. I think it means a lot. Stick and stay with us. Burgundy and Gold Postgame Live continues.
Quick snap. Flags in the secondary. Daniels has an open man. Blown coverage. Zacchaeus. Touchdown. Tie game.
Ah, you hear the roar of that crowd. Northwest was on fire. I know my boy B. Mitch out there doing his thing, JP Finley, who has made it a part of what he does for us. He will give us a flavor from that locker room before too long. Tommy calling from Northwest. What's up?
Hey, Doc. We
Yes,
just got
sir.
in the truck. Hey, Doc. We just got in the truck.
Describe
after
it.
the game.
Describe it.
Also, my old lady, and she's been a Redskin fan since she was born 25 years ago.
Oh, wow.
She was going through the badness of the glory years. That was me. And she did not understand what it was like until she met you at the doctor's office. And she made the connection. As a father today, I am blessed because we were walking back to the truck after the game, and she said, Dad, I now understand what Doc says and what you say. Patience. She's starting to experience the winning.
It's not easy.
And for that,
I mean, yeah.
No, it's not. I mean, I've been going for 56 years. I experienced your glory years, and that's what I tried to impart on her. She never understood it until she met you.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's tough.
I appreciate it.
I kid around with Toby and LaWell, young guys at the station, and AMAC, who's a Giants fan. But I know how tough it is. I remember we went 0-5 in this town, and to this day, I can never forget that, the shame, and not even want to be in the public. And so this is prehistoric times, so there was a mall was a big thing. Going to the mall sounds not like people go, oh, what? Excuse me? But for us, that was kind of a big thing. You wouldn't be caught dead going through the mall, not having won a game. But these young folks now, it's a game. Everything's different. So I'm glad that people still care, that it matters. And our young people have a lot of pride. They work really hard, and I'm proud of them. And I was really glad to see Deron Payne made a statement today. He made a statement. He heard all week everybody talking about the boys from Philly, and boy, they are rugged too. They got some boys over there in Philadelphia. They are dogs. But Payne said, not so fast. Hold up a minute. I'm still the big dog right here in Northwest, okay? And the boy, he was rumbling. So it was good for our guys, and it was good for us, even though their quarterback was out. It's not our problem. That's their problem. We've had to play shorthanded. Everybody kind of has to. I just saw us compete defensively. I mean, man, I'm telling you what, we got some Louvu and the boys, they give you everything. Stanley Steele, once again, coming up. Lattimore, that's why you got him. People go, oh, Brown's a monster. Have you seen him? Our guy never quit, and he won in the end. And he might be nicked up now, but what he showed you was that dog that he had in him. That man's twice his size. So what? We was giving pressure. I saw some building blocks there. Now, that lets me know that not so far down the road, we're going to be able to beat somebody that good full strength. But now we got to prove that we can win the next week. And all I'm focused on is that next week guy, opponent. And if it's that dirty bird, then it's got to be cooked up. And we got to get after it because at this point now we're in the playoffs, in my mind. Single elimination. And if they would think that way, you can stay in this thing longer than you ever expect. It's dog eat dog now. I told you, after the drumstick drops, all bets are off. All the stats, I don't give a crap about no stats after the drumstick drops. Victory, period. by any means possible. And all you stats, go ahead and collect your stuff, do all that other stuff on your own time. Right now, I'm looking for skulls. Bring me back skulls. And we'll collect those all the way to the playoffs and what we got to get done. So appreciate you calling. It is 5:06, and I apologize. That sounded really violent, and I really do I apologize for that. But this is it. We haven't won in so long that I think there are a lot of people in here that forgot what it takes for you to get to that point. These guys have an idea of it. This staff, look, they got to prove it on the field, but I trust this group. All they got to do is stay focused. We still got Jonesy out there. We got a canine on the line.
Yo.
Hey, man, you been sipping?
Man. Yo. Hey. Doc.
Yes, sir.
Doc. I'm
Loud
here,
and clear.
man. Look, we got this game. Lou is a monster, man. I heard you talk about Godzilla, but that's King Kong, man. That's King Kong. That dude played the lights out today. Payne did too, but Lou was an all-over rover. I'm just saying, man. That dude is super special. I mean, what they saw in this guy that nobody knew nothing about, oh, my God. Yes, they're losing the rings on this. But it's all about next week. Got this one. Man, you tell Linnell, calm down. And as I told him last week when I watched the game, when he said we're going to lose against Philly, I said, no, anything's possible. I said, you need to watch Star Trek TOS. Mr. Spock says it at least 10 different times in 3 different episodes. There are always possibilities. And they showed you today that, yes, it's possible. JD5, the bad man. Scary.
Bad dude.
Need no other name other than Scary. I'm just
Scary.
saying, man.
Scary's so good. He makes it look so easy. But let's not discount everything that he does.
But
He's
you know
so
what?
competitive.
We also got to talk about
Crowder. I'm telling you what. I mean, the window of opportunity, the hardest working player of the game, giving away awards for what we do. Man, we got 4 or 5 candidates legitimately every week. That's the other sign of a really good team.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, dog.
Defense.
Who you voting for? Hardest working player of the game. Yes, the one thing about alcohol. You notice, hey, Mac, we can tell that people have been sipping. It's a delay in when it processes, when they hear, and then by the time they can respond. Beautiful win. What about Jamison Crowder? So proud of this dude, man. Zacchaeus, all these dudes. And let me tell you what, their kickoff, punt coverage, the punter, our special teams making kicks. I know this is hard for you, Mac, and I'm really being serious today. What do you say? You had no emotional ties to Burgundy and Gold. So that's why I value your opinion.
Yeah.
Were you impressed by today's victory?
Yeah, 100%. I think that there was a point in time, like the offense definitely kicked up gears in that second half, but that first half, it seemed like they were struggling a bit. JD running the ball, and I think that's the big thing. Once the run wasn't doing well for you guys in that first half, you can see how it affected your offense. But your defense stepped up throughout the whole game, and it was a good performance. And JD comes in and plays well and leads another game-winning drive again. It's hard to believe that guy's a rookie. But yeah, I definitely think that it's something to look at, the way the offense was held in check the first half versus the second half.
Yeah, and I just thought that's why I noticed Big Payne. That's got to be his hardest game, every week in NFL. But they've got their interior. My goodness, I mean, they look like the old hogs. They're enormous. They're good athletes, and they got Saquon. That's why, to me, the Eagles are dangerous. Because when you have the best back and the best line, that's a dangerous combination. So all they can do is F it up. And what hurt them today? A little inconsistency and a couple of drops. Otherwise, imagine playing them 4 times in a row. How would you like to do that? Yeah, that'd be hard. That'd be hard on your medical staff.
Yeah,
and
but
that's why
even against Saquon, they kind of stepped up in that second half. I think
yeah.
Linnell and Denton were saying only 22 yards in the second half. So
yeah, well, it was like the first
up.
half in Philadelphia. They stepped up against him. But what makes him so good is that you can't judge him on part of the game, judge him on the entire game, and he rips you off for a 68-yard run. He rips you off for 72. That's what makes him the best in the game, in my opinion. He's never out of it. But yeah, to our credit, defensively, we matched up. I could read you all the things they were saying to me on X about who we should get rid of. We want this coordinator. We don't like that coordinator. But I'm just saying, you don't judge the game till it's what? Over. And in the end, we had more points than they do. And that's all that matters. I'll take a victory 100-99. Long as I have 100, it's all good. We'll work on that 99, how we get that. That's another factor. So that's what I think our fan base is learning. We got to say that. I say our fan base. It has changed. You just heard a brother come on and say, hey, man, he's been with us 30 years. Most of that has been sad. You've been with us 50 years, you kind of get it, but you aging. You don't walk as fast as you used to. So that's what we're dealing with. That's why it means so much to savor these victories, but also understand we can actually be better. And that quarterback, man, wow, how important is that? How important is, and again, and I'm saying this to you, Matt, because I care about you. That first pick, because you guys should end up with the first pick.
Yeah, it's looking like that between us and the
Yeah,
Raiders.
and it's the biggest decision. I mean, now I understand even more so.
Mm-hmm.
That pick is so important. You blow that one with the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Hard to beat, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Hard to beat. And I don't know if it's a quarterback or not. I'm glad it's your decision and not ours.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
Yeah, and
it is.
And I think that with you guys, you can see how much it can help. Because not only is JD playing amazing, he's playing on a rookie contract, which frees up so much money.
Yeah, you can build up weapons around him. As much as I love that number 1 receiver, I like ours, but you look at Pittsburgh, you get so dependent upon one guy, he's out. Look at the Steelers. They lose their dude, and they're completely ripped off to where they're just benign offensively. That's pitiful. Rockville is our next stop. and one of our original K9, Neil, welcome home. Oh, Neil dropped? Okay, Telly, another K9, welcome.
Hail to the Redskins. What's happening, DOC?
Victory, brother, victory.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm gonna say, man, the fight that these guys got, man, is nothing but top of the line. They got the grit and the fight in them. With you, I'm with you. I don't give 2 shakes about stats. The stats winning the game, that's all I care about. Going forward, now I do not think this is the success. This is the ingredients for success. I like to have seen more of Chris Rodney in there. He touched the ball one time, picked up a nice gain, but then he was ghost and benched. I don't know why, but I'm celebrating.
He got a 2 carry minimum, maximum rather.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. But man, I remember folks around this town, and I just. Man, sit down somewhere.
Okay,
you know what I mean? But yo, this team got guts, got grit, and I look forward to smashing the next team. Hell to the Redskins, man. You be easy.
Appreciate you, brother. I just love the fact that we got a chance. We got a chance. We've got all the ingredients of that. Deron Payne, I noticed it because he was up against stiff competition. I mean, it must have been a ton between the two guards and the center, more than a ton. I mean, big boy balled out, man. He was active. He was going after it. I'm telling you, it was a big man. This is a heavyweight match with all the skill spots available. But I tell you what the Eagles are thinking right now. They're going, we'd love to see y'all again with our guy at quarterback. I know what they're thinking. But reality is that you've now put together about 4 to 5 good quarters against Philly. Now, you didn't win them all, but nobody can convince me that you can't play with them. You can play with them. The question is, will you? Because the next time you play them is going to be sudden death. Winner moves on, loser goes home. Football season's over. That's the thing about those multiple chances. We're going to run out of chances. Jaden, boy, I tell you what, is something. Larry out in Virginia in the Commonwealth. What's up?
Hey, Doc.
Yes, Larry.
Hey, Doc. I'm on. Hey, Doc, look, man. I'm so emotional right now. Look, back in the day, you're talking about how you all played back in the day. This team is phenomenal. We got the quarterback we need, but there's things that we're missing. I'm upset about the receivers dropping those balls the way that they do are not making the big plays on defense the way they're supposed to. But we got the elements to be there, and just like you said, just thinking about our Super Bowl teams, and I come from, I'm a Redskin fan. I'm trying to warm up to being a Commander. I've been going through all of these name changes and all of the things that we've been going through, but to see this squad and what we're doing right now, Doc, it looks good. And I think we can do it. We're not going to do it this year, but it's just some things that we need to fill in, and the defense got to step up. I will say a little bit more. Just looking at the offensive line too. Back in our championship days, how the offensive line just moved, and the synchronicity that the offensive line had. I don't see that in the offensive line, Doc. What do these guys need to do to get that thing going? They got
to play together longer, which they will. Hopefully they will. You play together longer.
Okay.
You're judging them against Joe Bugle and John Riggins and Joe Washington. That's not fair.
What?
Yeah.
You know I am.
Yeah, I know it. And it's not fair. But you know what? That's the beauty of being a fan.
Yeah.
You don't have to be fair.
Yeah.
You can be biased and prejudiced. As long as you make yourself feel good in the process, go for it. There's no rules to this.
Oh, man.
Be you. But I'm going to tell you the truth. I ain't buying none of it, because I know that what it takes, and it's not instant oatmeal. It takes a minute, and it's got to gel. And I can tell you right now, taking the steps that they're taking, they're headed in the right direction. But until you get that bell cow that's going to tote it for 25 times a game, you got work to do. And you don't have that yet. And you can't talk that person into existence. That person has to actually do it for it to be counted on, not discussed. It's got to be executed. And we had 2 dudes that were capable. And you got a fullback. So it's coming. It's coming. But let's not say it's here yet until it shows its ugly head. Because this is not a verbalization. You don't talk your way into this. But I tell you what, I like where they're going. And shout out to Biotish, Tyler Badass, coming back off of anybody had a virus or a stomach. Oh my God. He'll be even better next week, because he can't be 100% full strength. That old line was battling. And who were you battling? You're battling the baddest boys in the country on the defensive line, the Philadelphia Eagles. And don't you forget it. They got a bunch of badasses, and you were able to win a game against them. So enjoy it for 24 hours. We got to go to break. We come back. Hardest working player in the game. Got to have a winner in that. Need your highlight of the Commandos' window of opportunity. We got a lot to be thankful for today because we are basking and sipping the wine of victory. And it's hard to win in this league. Let's not act like it's no big thing. It's a big thing. Let's celebrate that. Burgundy and Gold postgame style. Back in a moment.
4th and 11. Daniels steps up. Daniels needs inside the 30 with his legs. He'll get it. Jaden Daniels, a first down and more to the 11. Gets 30 yards on 4th down and 11.
Can you imagine the defensive coordinator's words to his group? Hold it, Slim. 4th and 11? And you clowns give up 30? Yeah, coach, but it was Jaden Daniels. And that got the score to 27-21. Look, this might be one of the more difficult weeks we have all year, trying to figure out who gets the hardest working player of the game. That's where we're going. Is that? Yeah. I guess that's where we're going with this one as opposed to win of opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, because the dudes could get both. When you pull off 30 down 4th and 11, Jaden, at the end of the year, we got to go back and we'll have to tally this up as to how many of these things this guy wins, but that's what happens when you got an S on your chest. Remember to contact Miss Utility before you dig. Every dig is the law. Visit missutility.net or call 811. Jaden Daniels, the number of names that he'll pick up and nicknames and things is going to be interesting. And this is without Eckler, who is one of the main reasons that I favored the Eagles was because we did not have Eckler. I mean, doing this not as a fan, but as a guy that does football for a living, I said, well, yeah, I just think because Eckler is a bad man. But that's even makes this even more. And a good friend, Jay Zilla, he calls him Jay Dilla. I guess like Godzilla, Jay Zilla. He's something else, man. So anyway, congratulations for that hardest working player of the game. That is awesome. And we're not through because we will have a window of opportunity that will go out. The pivotal moment that either propels, in this case, propelled them to victory. I guess that guy's in running for all of them eventually, which means you have a great player. How many of these awards, if we were in New England while TB was doing his thing, do you think, AMAC, that he would have been considered for weekly?
Oh, he would have been considered for every last one of them.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you playing with some thugs. I mean, that's what happens. You get some awards, and it's good. Now, haven't got an injury report yet. Will be interesting to see if we get some words on that. Philadelphia is going to be far more concerned with theirs than ours. But that's what happens, man. You get racked up. You've been playing ball for a minute. Can you remember summer camp at all?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember summer camp very vividly.
You do vividly. And again, we didn't take a hit. Yeah. At all. For these guys they've been playing for a minute. They've been playing for a minute. And also, with all the college ball on yesterday, were you distracted or did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of I watched Penn State beat up on SMU, and then I watched a little bit the end of the Ohio State-Tennessee game.
You watched them beat up on Tennessee?
Yeah.
Go on, say it.
Yeah,
okay.
They came back. They came out with a vengeance, which they kind of needed to.
Yeah. But give the volunteer fan base credit. When you roll up in there with 30,000 on the road, impressive. We've got DK leaving the stadium. DK, you with us?
Hey, champion, I'm with you, buddy. Hey, look here. It was so great not to hear that eagle fly crap or that EAGL, whatever that crap is. 53 men on 53 men, and we played for 60 minutes. And the last 10 seconds, JD stood there, and he said, I got this.
Mm-hmm.
And he came through like champions do. no stage is too big or small for him. He came from LSU. So as a winner, it feels good to be in that stadium. I've been there for the last 30 plus years as a season ticket holder. It's a great feeling. I wish my dad was still there here with us to experience this. He's not, but he's living it through me. And it's a great thing, Doctor. It's a great thing.
Hey, brother, I envy the air that you were breathing because it's good air, and to be around good people, and for what you've had to bear for the last decade alone. Proud of you, happy for you, because it's just like
exactly. One little quick thing, Doc. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Mr. Brian Mitchell, the soon-to-be Hall of Famer one day for sure. I don't know if you know that with one more win, Mr. Brian Mitchell has to put on a tutu.
What?
Yes, sir. Mr. Brian Mitchell and that 106.7 JP Finley, Brian Mitchell.
Oh, you think that'll
and
bother
him and
B.
JP?
Mitch?
No, B. Mitch can handle it. He's tough.
Oh, he'll do it. Yeah, tutu. I thought, oh, man, yeah, okay. And what's the big thing? Him wearing a tutu. You think that'll bother him? Not at all.
No, it ain't gonna bother him. It's just a victory celebration. B. Mitch with the tutu, and Landfield and Jeff and JP sitting back checking out the action.
Let me tell you something. B. Mitch for a victory, tutu ain't no problem for him at all. Trust me. Now, if you talk about the rest of them dudes, that would be an issue. Yeah, but B. Mitch, don't worry about him. Trust me. And John used to say all the time, that's not an issue. You had me worried for a moment. Tutu, like that's going to be the first time. He good. Yeah. Don't worry about B. Mitch. Worry about everybody else. He'll be fine. Appreciate you, man. Hail to the W. Drew. We got Drew. Is Daniel still there in Rockville?
Yeah, we're here, Doc. Can you hear us?
Oh, it's Drew. Hey, Drew.
Yeah,
you're
can you
not
hear
driving,
us,
are you, Drew?
I am driving.
Oh my goodness!
But I
Please
got one
don't tell
thing
us
to
your
say.
location, because there'll be a black and white unit be pulled up behind you. Don't say where you at.
We're zipping
How
right.
you doing?
We're zipping right past them, right in our Redskin van.
Oh man,
those zebras can't catch us. But
how good
they
does
were
it feel,
bad today.
man?
Those guys were bad today on the field. Those black and white stripes. But I got one thing to say. Cry, Eagles, cry on the road back to Philly. Cry, Eagles, cry, 'cause we got the victory. Hit 'em high, hit 'em low, and watch those Eagles go. So cry, Eagles, cry, 'cause we're back here in D.C. Fueagles. That's what I say, Doc.
Drew, be nice.
All right, take care, man.
Because we had our song. You know what? And some of that stuff, I miss that. I mean, I miss the effect that it had on the opponents. You miss the stadium bouncing. I miss when our fight song would go off. I miss the drums. Those things. Now, you can't keep everything forever. I understand that. But I just want to have those back, even with new teams, new terms, new names, new all that. But we got to get that thing going again. Because, I mean, that's the one thing I love about college so much is that you know the words to every fight song. And you know the tunes. You know, I mean, that's what made Saturday so cool. Being a game, Indiana at Notre Dame, being able to hear the Irish fight song, the Buckeye. I watched more of the pregame just to see them dot the I than I did the damn game. Because the marching band in Ohio, when they run out, man, that's to me, and it ended up being better than the game. So we had that as a professional franchise, and that meant a lot. And that is something that's missed. People that live through it, like I lived through it, you lived through it, that's a tough one to get over. And I can't wait for something to be accepted all the way across the board again. And we get back and fall in love with it, and we roll with it, because it used to piss everybody off. Just like you messing with them now. I used to mess with Harry Callis, the broadcaster for the Phillies. Eagles love that dude. And he would sing every time. If they beat us on my answering service, he'd sing that song, man. It would be so funny. And I'd do the same thing for him if we won. That's what sports is all about. But it sucks when you never win. It's got to be a mano-a-mano deal or, and we've been on the bad end of the stick way too damn long. So appreciate you, man. Appreciate all of you that are with us here on Burgundy and Gold post game. It's like Earl Forsey, the maestro of the mornings. And that's my brother, man. He is so good at what he does. And countdown to kickoff and getting these things going, man. We live off the vibes of the regulars and people that have been here for year after year after year and have to deal with this. And so most of it has been ugly. So you think we're not vibing on this? Now I'm giving a Max some tough time, but I'm gonna back off because I've been there where he's at, and we just had the second pick. And now he's gonna have the first pick. And you don't always get Jayden Daniels. It doesn't always work the way it works this way. And as the Eagles have found out, you're only as good as the guy backing the guy up you have, because he may have to play. What'd you think about? I thought they did pretty well in Hurts' absence to the point because they had more drops than bad throws. Hey, Mac, how'd you see that?
Yeah, I think they did a really good job and did a great job of getting the ball to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Although Devontae Smith did have a big drop right before they kicked that field goal to go up. I believe it was 6. It was the second field goal, and he dropped the ball to convert it on third down. That probably could have iced and sealed the game for them. But they did a great job in his absence, in Jalen Hurts' absence, still getting those two the ball.
Yeah, Saquon Barkley, 27 yards on 16 carries in the second half. I mean, who else can say that? Courtesy of Caveman Stats. I mean, who else can say that? Who else in the NFL can say that? And I go back to the first time they met until he took the top off the cap in the fourth quarter. They might have given him the toughest time then. You can't make this stuff up. So we have the ability to do this. We just have to have the ability to do it for 4 quarters and get a win, not just a there you go, boy, pat on the back for being close. There's nothing that irritates me more than having people call up and talk about how well we did against Buffalo, or we did really good against Baltimore. Did we win? Then we were awful. There's nothing more that irritates the hell out of me hearing people call up, well, we played pretty well against the better teams. What do you think we are? We're not the boys club team. We're playing to win. This is not a developmental field. We're not the UFL. So today, the only difference for me, the only reason why I see light is we won the game. We found a way to win the game. Hallelujah. We're finally getting it right now. We don't get ain't no fantasy point. I didn't wager on it. All I care about is that we win the game. Unfortunately, people think like me, they have a life expectancy. I'm glad I may not be around in them days when everybody's calling up and they don't even give a damn who wins as long as they got points or whatever the hell they're doing with it. I don't even want to see them days if we're not going down to the end for victory. Team victory. So this is a good one. I mean, for me, we won dirty, man. We won dirty. We had to get down there and scrap. And I just hope. And it was a contribution by a lot of people. We had a lot of guys that fought. And Coach Gibbs used to always say that they just fought their guts out. And they really did. And it was that kind of effort, special teams, all the way across the board. You saw people, McCaffrey. I mean, it was so neat to see McCaffrey getting some more minutes in between him and Rodriguez. I mean, it's like they're in the witness protection program. It's unbelievable. But I gotta be patient, and I will be. Stay with us. We got to take a quick break. Burgundy and Go post-game live. You can tap in 301-230-0980. And I come back, I got to ask AMAC about the whale and see if I can give you a whale update. We'll be back.
Down and 2. He'll look to throw. End zone, thrown low, but caught. Olamide Zaccheaus, a touchdown. His first one as the Commander comes against his old team, and this is a one-score game somehow.
How big is that? OZ, man. Scoring against your old boys. It's kind of like Corey. I mean, you got to imagine what it's like. I would have given anything to hear Corey's call on that. And that's what I should have asked you to do, AMAC. We'll see if Corey kind of sent you the audio of his call on that touchdown. That would have been good. But maybe he can do it on demand. So, Corey, what'd you think about that moment of the game and that hookup?
Oh, Doc, I'm not in the studio this week. I'm on the road. I'm Northern Virginia, man. We was in the hotel. I had the baby boy. I was holding him, and bruh, I can't explain it. Just a game that we didn't deserve to win. We didn't deserve to have it, but you took it away from them. And I told Paulie last week after that ugly win because he was upset. And you know how Paulie is. I think somebody probably threw a flat tire on his tow truck or something, or spit in his Hennessy. But it is what it is. I said we're gonna wish we had that game if we had lost it. And we talking about if the whale was talking about if was a fifth, he'd probably lose 100 pounds before Christmas. But either way, I know, but we got to be. I was excited, Doc. I mean, just this team, the way they gutted it out, they looked ugly. I mean, I even tweeted you and I said you talk about passing the test. I said we were failing like Ricky Williams in a drug test. We were just failing straight up in that first half. But somehow we came together, a team win. That's people believing in each other, even when the outside world doesn't believe. And I'm a fan. I wasn't believing in that game, turned the ball over and everything. And anybody else who tells you they weren't believing. But those fellas believed in each other, and that's what proved to fruition. That's why you won 10 games this year, is because when everybody else got you out, you gonna show up. And Jaden Daniels, man, he is him. He wins all the awards this way. I don't know who sponsored the next award and everything like that, but he wins the award because he got it out, survived 2 interceptions and a masterful drive at the end. And Luke McCaffrey too, for what he did on special teams. I think that goes unnoticed because he put you in position a lot of times. In 30, at the 30, at the 40. So they told the team win. They survived it, man. But, Doc, I had to get my canine status back, so I had to call you. I'm at a Christmas party on hold. They said, who you listen to? I said, Doc Walker needs me to call in and just wish him a Merry Christmas and say, die Eagles, die on the road to misery. So it's exciting, man. It's a good win. I can't wait to pluck some more wings next week on Sunday Night Football in front of the national audience. So Merry Christmas to you, brother, and I'll be listening to you. Let's go, boys. Let's party up, y'all.
Corey, I miss you, man. I appreciate that. Now I get one up on the rooster, and so that's good. And of course, he's all the big shots will be on vacation and stuff, so I won't get to brag about this with him until the following week, and then I think he's off for another string of games. But again, he's earned that right. But I have to make sure I got Sanchez, that he's a member in full status. So it's all good, man. Appreciate you. All my best to the family. How about Chris out in Hyattsville?
Doc, how you doing?
Take a guess. My team won.
Hey,
how do you think I feel?
Good. I feel great. Hey, I wanted to thank you for something personal. I was born in '78. I don't really remember the Dolphins Super Bowl, but in the following year, I got a 3-pack VHS group of Redskins highlights, and it was 50 years, the first 50 years, the first 2 seasons of Joe Gibbs, which included the Dallas NFC Championship, and then, of course, the Super Bowl. And I wore out all of those tapes, and you were featured on them. And, can you confirm this? Were you a fullback on the greatest play ever, right?
No, that was Otis Wansley. I was a tight end on the left side next to Jacoby. and Otis Wansley was a fullback 39.
Okay, but you were on the field for 70, Chip?
Yes, left end, yeah.
Oh, thank you. So those 3 VHS tapes cemented my lifelong loyalty to the Redskins and now the Commanders, because I wore those out as a little boy watching them in my room. So I just wanted to thank you for being part of that.
Yeah, I wore them out as a grown-ass man. I mean, we all did because that group was so unique. It was so special. And so everybody was on that team, man. That's why every time you get a chance to see those guys, it's just great.
That Super Bowl tape was the last John Facenda NFL Films recording ever.
That's his last one?
Yeah, he passed away. That was the last one he did for NFL Films.
Wow.
So, yeah, I know. It's amazing.
No. Thank you for that. That's awesome because, I mean, that guy, like Harry Callis, just why I love Harry. Harry was because I knew him, personally. But John was like an institution. And that's why
Legendary.
I love Earl Forsey, his countdown to kickoff. And he plays a lot of them. And we used to do back in the old days, we played a lot of them. And I did as well. I just think it's so, that vault, if you've ever been up to NFL Films and done some work, it's priceless. And every time I hear a song, I know where it's from. It reminds me of an old AFL video. And I was your age when you got into football. Well, for me, I'm watching in the Kansas City Chiefs, San Diego Chargers, the AFL and the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So when the Packers with Lombardi and that whole line, Giants were very good. But the Chicago Bears, believe it or not, Bears were good once upon a time. So that music and those things mean a lot. So what you're saying, it registers to me. And even you think about the history, that game for me, and my favorite is the Giants game at home, the one when Mosley got the kick. That was monumental to send us into a position because, again, everything that happened at RFK, the setting is something that it's got to be like when the Yankees played at Yankee Stadium for me, or the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium, or the Packers at Old Lambeau. The stadium, it matters. And the significance of the game, it matters. And when people are still talking about things 40 years, 50 years later, that matters. And so.
And they NFL Films did a great job capturing how much the stadium mattered in the 82 NFC Championship game.
Yeah, man, that was Cowboys. Unbelievable. I mean, they mic'd up, you had a lot of guys who were mic'd, but there was a lot of vulgar things that were said after the coin toss. Yeah. So, hey, man, thanks for those memories.
I want to say something about.
Go for it.
When I say one thing about today, reminded me of those fantastic games. Today was not about scheme or, outsmarting the other team.
Right.
Jade Daniels put the cape on and said, "Come with me, boys." And he's like, "We will not lose today." It wasn't about matchups or scheme or whatever, or Cliff Kingsbury versus the other guy. It was just Jade Daniels says, "We will not lose today." And I'll never forget this game. I'll never forget this victory.
Thank you for that. The way you described it is what I try to tell the listeners. Because of this computer age we're in, we don't have to outsmart everybody. Let's just out-tough them. Let's be better in football. And that's what, to me, Kingsbury displayed today. He just said, "Hey, Batman, do your thing." And everybody in that huddle took on that responsibility. I don't want to be the guy that misses my assignment that cost us not to win. That's all you need to focus on. Don't be the F up. Be the guy that makes a play. You ain't got to be the guy, but help the guy make a play. Just don't be the weak link, man. We ain't got to outflank. No, we need somebody to run over somebody. And then when you got a special dude like 5, don't overcomplicate this. Just get out of his way and give him some turf. Great call. Appreciate that. Boy, that was. We got time for Chris. We want to go to break and come back to Chris. All right, hey James, appreciate you being patient, man.
Hey, Doc. What's up, Doc?
Hey, man, victory.
Yeah, man. This is James from TOB, man. I'm the one that played the go-go band TOB, man. You know,
Oh, my man.
man, this is my
My
first
man.
year.
Thank you for all you do.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it, man. So, yeah, man, I just wanted to say this is my first year being a season ticket holder. Doc, it's the best thing that I ever did, Doc. When I say I lose my voice almost every game, like, it's a good feeling, Doc. And I thought Linnell was there today because I wanted to talk to him today. I don't like his damn predictions during the week. Like,
you mean
if he's supposed to be for the whole thing, he's about to get by from DC. And I'm a real DC guy. I'm in the community. I'm in the streets. I'm T.O.B. Bruce on Instagram. Linnell about to have an issue with me if he keeps coming up with these predictions. And listen, man, but one thing I'm going to say, man, you always been a diehard fan for us. No matter who we play, you always say we're going to sock them in the mouth. So Linnell keeps talking about, oh, I think the Eagles going to get – look, Linnell, we don't want to hear that no more. That was the last week saying that. You're going to get bombed.
But get it clear, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I always want us to win, but I didn't expect us to win. When it comes to pure football, I don't do Joe the fan when it comes to wagering because I know people put money on this stuff. I don't ever want nobody to lose no money messing around with me. I'm always honest. I don't talk about games like a fan. No, I lose my player card. Ain't no way in the hell I would tell somebody I thought Philadelphia was going to lose to Washington. No way in the hell would I have done that.
I ain't gonna lie, Doc. I became a fan. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I remember the days, like the Stephen Davis days, as I was a little young. I just turned 34 today.
Fans, don't confuse fan with fanatic. I'd lose my player card if I went publicly and told you I thought Philadelphia was going to lose to Washington in a football game. Based on what I've seen, no.
What not? Is any how I feel?
No.
It's anybody's ball game Sunday.
Ain't no anybody's ball game until you prove you can do it. And if Jaden Daniels is playing like he played and they are full strength and we do it, yeah, you get my whole vote. I wanted them to win. I'm pulling for them to win. But until they prove that they're going to step up and do what it takes to win and do it the right way, I'm not giving you no moral victory on nothing. You ain't going to win no playoff game off nothing moral. No, dude, don't play me that way. Linnell and them may be doing it as a bit. I don't do bits. I'm in this to win the damn thing. And I know that if they don't do it the right way, they'll never beat anybody good. Ever. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, I don't do bits when it comes to winning. I'm in this to win. And they won today with guts. The team was a little shorthanded, but that's their problem. That's not my problem. Whoever was on the field, we beat them today with whoever they put on the field. That's their problem. I'm going to take the victory, but I'm not stupid. I know if they go challenge me and say we full strength, I'm going to go mano a mano. We did this up in Philadelphia the first game. We went mano a mano with them until the third quarter, and they gutted us. Because we have to learn how to finish. And we're getting there. But don't ever make the mistake of thinking that this is a sentimental, fans don't know. I got to do this the right way. There's too many people that take you serious and they put their hard-earned money behind you. I don't ever want nobody to do that, mess around with me. I keep it real. To break we go. Burgundy and Gold Postgame Live. Back in a moment.
4th and 11. Daniels steps up. Daniels needs inside the 30 with his legs. He'll get it. Jaden Daniels, a first down and more to the 11. Gets 30 yards on.
Hardest working player of the game, presented by Miss Utility. Guess who? Remember to contact Miss Utility before you dig. Every dig is the law. Visit missutility.net or call 811. And once again, it is JD. He's a bad man. Making things happen, and he'd be the first to tell you he doesn't do it alone. Takes care of his people. The smiles don't get fooled by you. It puts you to sleep. And JD, he's slick. You know, he's slight of build. He makes sure them defensive linemen don't hate him. He smiles with them, talk to him. He helps them up. I told you, man, I don't blame you, JD. And they are human. And they react to him. They're gentle. They help him. And nobody's trying to kill him. He's smart. The dumbest person in the world is a cocky quarterback. You know, it's not smart to have people dislike you and have a blind side in your job description. And Robbie Stowers out on YouTube, I appreciate the props, man. A lot of you have engaged us on YouTube, and we appreciate that because that's why we do it. Otherwise, why would we do it? You listen to us on Odyssey, free on the Odyssey app, and it's just a great combination. And none of this works without interaction, without the people that support the efforts. And like a lot of our callers that have been around this moon a little bit, or 40 or over, they have caught just a tip of the success movement. And I love how we're trying to transfer this energy back to the next generation, because they have no idea what you're talking about. They just sing because you were singing. And that's why they do it. Burgundy Gold Game Day is presented by Rude. Is your cooling system letting you down? Score a touchdown with Rude and experience peak performance. Dominate the season with unmatched cooling power. And visit RUUD.com. If it ain't Rude, it ain't right. And yeah, I want to hear some of that locker. I need some locker room action.
Take every one of us, everybody in this locker room, man. Collective mindset. It did take everybody, all right? Congrats on number 10, man. Heavy hitters now here. Hey, I got a game ball to the first coach in his first season to get 10 wins in franchise history.
Man, scary Terry. I need a moment whenever I hear that. Those are the things you can't buy your way into. I can be the richest man in the world. Can't buy your way into that. Well, I guess you can. If you're an owner, you can buy a team that can do that. But to be a part of that, and those people that are screaming and hollering, when you got a defense, and we know Superman 5 and what he does, but how about a defense that has, okay, yeah, the quarterback was out, but an MVP candidate, the other guy they have, Saquon, gutted him last time. Eagles were 3 of 16 on third down. You need me to repeat that to you? 3 of 16. on the money down. Call that the money down in sport, in football. Third down. Sacks. I've questioned our lack of pressure or our lack of just throwing the kitchen sink at people. Well, my man was hamstrung because you got to be able to cover somebody for a minute in order to do that. Got it done today. Washington, you know how many sacks we had tonight, A-Mac?
Let me get that up for you.
I don't know. I know. I want to know, did you know? 4. 4 sacks. And let me tell you something, Pickett, this is not Pickett's rookie year. He's played before. And I thought he did well. But he's played before. Let's not act like they pulled him out of the stands and put him in the game.
My boy,
he's played.
My boy Newton got one right out of Illinois. I love that pick for you guys, by the way.
Yeah, Newton's Newt's coming. You know, we got him coming at tadpole. He's still a tadpole.
Yeah.
He had a foot problem. When a big man has a foot problem, I mean, that's like that's a singer, an opera singer with a tonsil problem. That's a problem. He's coming. But we got some maniacs coming off that edge. Edge pressure. I told you what my Alabama Crimson Tide brother did today. He was bald and you know what? When you put him, he had a refrigerator, he had a Mack truck in front of him. Brother in front of him weighed like 400 pounds. And there was a rumble in the jungle today. And our guys competed. Because if you don't compete against Philly and Saquon, they will knock your block off. And they will punish you. Like they did up in Philadelphia. I know somebody, but we did so well for 3 quarters. So what? Then they beheaded you. Today, our people kept coming. Took advantage of everything. You had to drop help. We dropped too. Everybody has a drop, a miss, a procedure. It's part of the game. But they had it today. And Brown, people talking about Brown was in a battle. Man, I say I've been praying that Lattimore didn't set himself back with the hamstring. But if he did, St. Juice, man up. Time to go back to work. We cannot back off at this point. We move forward. We charge. Man, we had so many people off the edge. Ooh, these boys is juiced up. And if you can do that against the Eagles front, if you get 4 against Philly, then it's not I'm not insane. I don't sound like Lowell if I say I'm expecting 6 against Atlanta. I know. Lowell. Hyperbole, I know as he would say. But I'll say this. I got high expectations for him. And if we don't have high expectations for him right now, then what the hell are we doing? It's December. You know, it's not wishful thinking. It's time to push the pedal forward and attack. I got to get off subject for a second. You're young, AMAC, but Ricky Henderson passed away. Oakland A's. He's a Major League Baseball Hall. He's a legend. But he has such swag. So a young man at my age, what he represents, he passed away. I'm still confused. He said he's 65. But you mean he has swag. He had game. He was outlandish during a period of time that not everywhere in this country allowed him to be himself. He didn't give a damn. Ricky was Ricky. But his game was first. Swag followed. There was nothing fake about him. And he did it without social media. So sometimes, Mac, I don't know if you do this, and I'm glad we didn't have social media. I'll be the first to say that. I'm so glad we didn't. And I'm so proud of all you young people, how you deal with it, because it's got to be unbelievable. I mean, some of us didn't even have color TV when it came. We had black and white TV. I was so impressed with color TV and a wireless VCR. I mean, we had that wire. Those of you my age around had the wire. When we went to wireless, I thought I had hit the jackpot. So that's why I have patience with y'all, because I get it. Technology alters you, man. It blows you away. Cell phone. Y'all doing your iPhone, doing the whole thing. Yes, okay. Can you imagine when nobody had one? And that one came out in a suitcase. We was carrying suitcases around. This big old suitcase with a phone in it. So I understand. Now you got a little thing, so small, now you do all these things. Y'all didn't go through the steps and stages of development. Well, that's what winning is like. We've been like Fred Flintstone. We carrying our car, propelling it with our feet. And now we got leather, pushing buttons, roof going back, car windows going up and down, and we got JD driving. That's what makes it, possibilities are endless now. Now we can clean up the things around it. Now anything's possible. Are we the favorite? No. Why would we be? But can we? Oh, yeah. And Mac, I hate to do this to you, man. I feel so bad.
I'm used to it, Doc. What's up?
No, because y'all had Saquon, and you always had a what? Chance.
Yeah.
You always had a chance.
It's painful to watch, but
and you got ends. Y'all have had pressure. You got one of the best defensive linemen in the world. You still do.
Yeah. He's injured right now, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. So it's an up and down league.
Yeah.
Because you go as far as the great players you have are healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the way it goes.
Exactly.
So if you're not putting every moment of your life into developing your roster, you're an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody's indestructible.
Yeah.
So your constant pursuit is player development.
Yeah.
So if your staff is a popcorn group, if you got all your high school and frat brothers on your staff, you're a bank robber. And it'll never work because they don't know how to develop talent. They're just your friend. We got a staff that help you seeing people do what? Improve.
Yeah. I was going to say,
developing.
You guys got Mikey. He played a hell of a game today, and he continues to get better. We
Thank
mentioned Zaire Newton, the defensive tackle.
Talk a little bit louder so we can all hear you.
I said we got Zaire Newton, the defensive tackle. Like
I love it when you talk this way to me.
Yeah, you guys have a few rookies that
we got a chance.
Yeah,
because we're developing, and we're not holding on to garbage. We empty all our garbage. We don't carry it around. Food spoils if it's not what? Refrigerated. We don't do that. That's what the old knuckleheads did. We lock and load and develop. People get better. McCaffrey, I can't wait. Just wait. One of these days, they're going to feed him. One of these days, Rodriguez going to get at least 10 carries in a game. It's going to be stupid. Just a matter of time. Tyler Badass, man, welcome back. I just hope that O-line. See, I don't even feel comfortable about it. The only thing I want to hear out of the locker room, how O-line doing? We good? And if them big five, the Fab Five, if the Fab Five, if they okay, then I'm real cocky. Then you're going to hear the last of me because I'm going to be a fool then. I couldn't sleep when they told me Biotis was hurt. He wasn't going to play against last. I was devastated. Most of y'all, you worried about the wide receivers. He back now. I'm telling you. We got a chance. We shouldn't be nobody's favorite, but we also shouldn't be overlooked by anybody. That boy's 5. And I only saw the game as you saw it. I don't even feel good about it till I see it again. The moment I get off this air, I'm going to watch the game. So I'm going to break on that one. Burgundy Go Postgame Live. We appreciate y'all. Listen, if you haven't if you listen to Postgame Live, you got to be listening to Pregame with Earl Forsey, my dog. I'm telling you what, if you think I'm insane, you ain't heard nothing yet. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Burgundy and Gold post-game live. Appreciate that. A-Mac, he's loading the wagons, getting it going on. Today, he's only going to be we standing strong with his Giants, and a lot of you on YouTube taking advantage of it. William Jackson states, we win, and I love that. And that's what it's all about. But if you want to win next week, you have to correct the mistakes you made tonight. But we deal with that Tuesdays. Because Victory Monday, the Sports Junkies kick it off at 6 a.m. It's going to be crazy. Cannot wait. That is if they recovered from their Friday show, which I think is awesome. As long as you don't have to leave wherever you're at, their holiday parties are epic. And to roll into a victory, I look forward to it. It's so hard to win in this league. I know even Kansas City, and I made, which I thought was a really good move by thinking that, hey, the Texans needed it. You know what really good teams do? They don't have to need it. They just want it. And the Texans needed it. Chiefs are up by 2 games already. Quarterback coming off a bad ankle. And once again, I violated my own code. Never, ever go against a bad behind at quarterback. But I think the young kid at Texas is pretty damn good with Houston. Chiefs, they do it again. Do it again. I was like, my goodness. And then Ravens, there's so many good matchups, man. It was a hard week to make selections on wins, losses, not just the points. I leave that to you experts. But just caveman, mano y mano, winner take all. It was tough. Chris out of Nashville. Welcome to Burgundy Gold Postgame.
Doc. Hey, Doc. So you brought up a couple things in between the time I was on hold. So we are real quick about Ricky. We got the Acuñas and the Tatises, but man, Ricky was I'm 46 years old, so Ricky was like my first favorite player. Like he was him. He was him before him was invented. Second thing, shout out to your producers for getting DQ's F-bombs out of that audio. That was awesome. I'm watching you on YouTube. Your office looks awesome. So real quick, I called you after the Dallas loss, which was a mess.
I was in
a mess of a loss.
Yeah.
And I was in a terrible mood. But I'm great.
Well, I do too. I'm immature. I don't lose well. I'm and I don't hope to ever be cured. I'm not looking for a cure.
So I figured I'd call you after a mess of a win. And listen, I don't live in Northern Virginia anymore, but I know that all the Redskins fans are going to have to deal with their Philly fans and be like, oh, if Hurts hadn't gone out, we would have won that game, which may be
might be right,
but I don't want. And it's bad karma to be excited for another quarterback to go out. I just want to put that on the record. But
I don't.
At the same time,
I'm not happy. I mean, I'm happy. I wouldn't boast. I got 2 neighbors in 3 houses. They're all have Eagle flags. I don't say anything other than I hope your people heal. And my goal is to meet you in the NFC Championship game if that's possible.
Absolutely.
I don't brag within the division because we play you. I want to play you 3 times every year. Every year. Only a fool. And who would brag against the Eagles? Look at them. Hell, they're physically superior. They got better players. They're further along in their program. So only a fool would tease them. Why would I do that? I'm looking at us building something. Yeah.
Absolutely. And so, and listen, again, we don't ever want to see JD5 take a shot to the head and hit the turf. But at the same time, next week don't apologize for a win. A win is a win. I was in New Orleans last week. I caught a cold because it's a dirty city. I was looking for you, by the way. I wanted to run into you, but so yeah, a win is a win. Last against New Orleans, a win is a win. Today, a win is a win. And real quick, I just want to share my philosophy on life. Making deposits in any relationship, like whether it can be your spouse, your friends, your family, you make enough deposits, then if you mess up, it's okay to take a withdrawal. Listen, if B-Rob, I listen to him every day or every Tuesday or whatever, calling the Junkies. He's an awesome, he's awesome. He plays his butt off.
Yeah.
2 fumbles, we're past it. Jaden throwing against his body like a bad ball. Whatever. He plays. He came through. From Josh Harris to Adam Peters to Dan Quinn to these players that are dogs, they're making deposits with the fan base, and that's what's important right now.
Well, we just on X, he just said a really good thing. He said, we weren't complaining when we had Howell. Listen, nobody's perfect. Both those brothers, those young men came back and made plays. If you can't handle dropping a pass, jumping off sides, holding, then you can't be a player in the league. You're not tested until it's 3rd down, 4th down, you're behind enemy lines. It's part of the game. Love those dudes. Their teammates will cover for you because you cover for them. This is I got your back because you have my back. It's a brotherhood, man. And it's not for everybody. That's why most people don't even understand what's going on. They're in it for other reasons. And all of those are good. There's no wrong reason. Do it because it turns you on for whatever reason. It's all good. It's all good. But don't try to get into my world with it because you're not qualified for that. You're never going to survive it. And I don't get in yours. You do you, I'll do me. I'm speaking to a different audience. That's why I preface it by saying K9s. Vicious. If that ain't you, we know it ain't. Cool, no problem. No problem. But who gonna take care of the people that need to hear it, that drink blood? They deserve to be included. So that's all I'm saying. There's something for everybody. Let's touch everybody. Let's do what we can do. Appreciate your phone call. Where we going next, Watt?
Let's go to Jackie.
Jesse, you are next on Burgundy and Gold Postgame Live.
He says Jackie.
Oh, is it Jackie?
Hey, Doc.
K9.
Hey, Doc, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Loud, yes, sir, I got you.
Hey, Doc, so listen. I ain't even going to be loud tonight because I barely got a voice. But look, I took my youngest son, who's a military vet, right? So he had
what branch is he in?
Of a life, Navy.
Navy, all right.
Yeah, so
congratulations.
He had I'll let him know. He in the car with me, so he'll hear you in a minute. But he had the experience of his life. So I got to give a shout out to B. Mitch, Santana Moss, and Fred Smoot because he had the football cards and they all signed them for him.
Oh,
but Doc, this game, now, let me tell you, the last touchdown, it wasn't as electrifying as that Hail Mary, but it was close. But Doc, for us to have 6 turnovers and still overcome, man, I know Hurts wasn't in, but a W is a W. I'm going to take it any way we can get it because it's next man up. Everybody getting paid to play a game. But, Doc, I'm happy about this win. I just hope that we can come home next week, night game, take care of Atlanta. Hey, Doc, I'm happy as I don't know what because I had so many Philly fans talking mad smack to me. So now I get to talk smack back. And, yeah, they're a good team. But because we won, I'm going to talk my smack. That's all I'm going to say.
They're a doggone good team. They're where we're going. This is how they're built. I mean, look at them. I mean, they're built like a F-110. I mean, they are everything right. And the fact that we can play with them, we proved that in Philadelphia, that we aren't a joke. We didn't know how to finish, but we're moving in the right direction. And the key is to move on. Now it's over. Now, we've gone toe-to-toe. Let's say we wanted a decision. I'm not going to call that a knockout. It's a decision. Now, what are we going to do now against a bunch of people going to try to tell you that you're better than Atlanta? They're going to set you up now, tell you how good you are. Now let's find out if we can settle down and destroy somebody that I think we're better than them. So let's find out how that goes. Give my best to your son in the Navy. Love that. Hey, folks, you know how I love it when we win. Y'all were fantastic tonight. It's a beautiful thing. We turning this thing over, doing the hardwood action. We've had everything going on the network tonight. Caps, Hoyas, we got everything going. Hey, Mac, you've been strong, brother. But we go hail to the W. We love the victory. Enjoy it. God bless all of you. Hail to the W. Hoorah.